She's doing this because she don't want to talk about the potholes. She doesn't want to talk about the issues that are affecting you. She want to make up this issue that I'm not talking about. She doesn't want to talk about the potholes. And so I think the answer is not to run away from the confrontation. Like, you're not about to make me, as I used to always tell candidates, don't allow these folks, anybody, any of your opponents, to make you believe that you're for an issue that you've never taken up. Like, I don't know what the hesitancy is from some of the campaigns and the strategists over the last, couple of cycles to just not be clear about what folks are for and what they're not for. Because in 2024, that they-them ad was seen everywhere. And black people in Philadelphia told me, the organizers in Philadelphia said that everybody had saw that ad and there was no counter, and they believed it. So I do think that, I don't think Democrats need to do a wholesale, you need a full brand rebrand, because I think, frankly, the Democratic Party brand, it might never be popular. But what may be, and that's okay, because what you need are candidates who people like and they want to vote for and who they believe in. And if the brand is popular or not, I think the Democrats need to be less concerned about rehabilitating the brand of the Democratic Party apparatus and more concerned about running candidates that are close to the issues in the districts and places that they're trying to win.
Justin.
Tim don't agree. Tim don't agree.
Can you play this they-them ad? I've heard everything from people think this is like the most catastrophic ad in the entire campaign to I don't think I've ever even seen the ad, or we might have watched it once, to other people saying like this ad was nowhere near as influential as people thought. It's just people online saw it and thought it was really influential. I don't know the actual answer is. I don't know if there's like polling data on that, on how many people saw it. But there's some, it's like Trump is for you and Kamala is for they, them. And everybody's like, oh, this was the craziest fucking ad. Oh. But I actually don't know how much impact it had. I have no idea.
I know. I mean, the brand is.
The brand is
boned. I agree with that.
The brand was poo-poo and people voted for Democrats anyway. So to me, that says people are willing to support candidates even if they think your brand is shitty.
Well, I think that.
I don't know.
I think it's an important part of what I think the dynamic we see, right? Which is, there was just a report that came out that said, or here's a set of policies that are broadly popular that the Democrats should embrace going into the midterms, and they're pretty moderate and sort of.
Oh, a bunch of these people that lost some races and hadn't won recently put this report out.
Yeah, it was shocking. I for one was shocked when I saw that report. I was like, wow. So do the exact same thing that the Democrats have been doing that caused them a sequence of failures. That's good. I like that.
I knew there was no way.
Moderate enough. That was what the issue was.
There was no way I was going to get to the end of that sentence. I don't.
Somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in every single main election and midterm off-season election, or just midterms, between like now and like 2018, moderates have like always and consistently outperformed this super far left weirdo flank of the party. Like, I don't know how these guys get away with saying, who are your far left warrior? They tried to primary Manchin in West Virginia. It failed fucking miserably. Nina Turner got fucking ruined in her shit. The Justice Dems went from 4, they tried to run like 90 people or expand, and all of them basically lost, and they went back to their original 4, or that whole pack might have just disbanded. Like, this idea that you just gotta go further left and you'll win. I don't know if this was demonstrated literally fucking anywhere. I don't know how they can get away with continuing to say this. They all lose.
I don't even know why I considered starting it, but taken. But when I hear what you're saying there, when I see a report like that, I see a group of people struggling against a brand that is in the toilet and a bunch of people trying to win despite that, which is another way of saying we're in a ravine. Let's find the highest spot we can here in this trench that we're stuck in. But there's the reason I think this question is important, even if you're right, like people win despite disliking the Democratic Party, people hate Congress like their congressperson. I do think it's worth asking to what it is like to imagine a world in which Democrats are broadly popular. So,
how many gummies you take before coming out here?
So, which brings me to Jessica. So, I'll reveal something to all of you, which is John, Tommy, and I share an office perfectly. And we often, if not more often than not now, switch over to Fox News during the day. And we do because we want to see what's happening over there. But also, it's entertaining. It is. They're having fun over there.
True story.
And Jessica, I want you to talk about like what it is like to be in that environment, because part of what is so fun is their just collective appreciation and shared view of Democrats, which is that they're kind of feckless and funny and ridiculous.
They definitely enjoy that part of it, and I'm so glad that this conference is this week and not last week, because we'd all just be sitting around crying and looking at that memo and saying, well, you know, this is 57% popular, so I think we should go with that. But now we have some wins, and we have this diverse set of wins, so I have had a way better couple of days.
Yeah, they've been almost circumspect.
Wait, she's the person they bully the fuck out of on Fox News all the time, right? She's the one that sits at the table and she's the only one. She's like the liberal there. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sometimes they got a little rowdy too, but you know, you can't dispute results like that. You can't dispute a Mamdani win and a Spanberger win and whatever happened in the Mississippi State House. And I'm obsessed with whatever a public commissioner is in Georgia. That, you know, I still
When
don't know.
nobody shows up to vote, we win.
Yeah. Oh,
It's important to remember.
but the joy is important to the formula that makes Fox so appealing as a set of programs to watch. And I think about it in context of the Joy campaign of 2024 that was not
Son hates talking about this. These moderates that won, cringe.
right. We were being told all the time, like, you're having so much fun. Like, Brat's summer feels great. And I did feel great at the DNC because I thought that was the moment of like, maybe we have a chance. But it was fleeting, and it's always on our side. I think since the 2016 election, it feels like it's forced upon us versus it's coming from within. There may be individual candidates that we're into. I've gotten super excited about people, you know, down ballot all over the place, or, you know, I love Ruben Gallego. Like, that's always fun for me to talk about. But because we have this kind of uniform policy of stay in line, it's joyless because you can't feel free to criticize somebody that you disagree with, or, you know, you're gonna get scolded by this person and that person. And
It's also kind of nice, like, when you're a Democrat and you lose an election, it's like, damn, like, I guess they just don't like us that much. That's kind of hard to deal with. When you're a Republican and you lose an election, that means that you're even more popular than what it would have taken to win, and the deep state's trying to take you down, and you got to fight even harder to get over the CIA, the NSA, and the Mossad trying to rig the elections against you. You always win. You're always winning. When you're a Republican, even when you lose, you're winning, okay? Even when you're losing, you're winning.
And the Republicans, generally speaking, live free of that amongst themselves. I mean, criticizing Trump is a whole other thing, but they go about their business in a way that we don't, and that I think that we're adapting to, in at least based on these election results. And Fox captures that there are people who have kind of like a shared core set of values maybe, but they're not taking themselves that seriously. They're not like scolding each other. Like, it also matters in the quality of the programming. It looks great. Our graphics are beautiful. Our lighting is fantastic. Are you making a face?
Look, I'm your Fedayeen. I'm your biggest diehard fan, okay? But no, I don't think the Fox News graphics are beautiful. Look, I respect...
Fedayeen is the slangish term, or the term for the Palestinian freedom fighters before there was the actual PLO or whatever, prior to Civil War. Oh my gosh, yeah!
What you do, especially because, like, if I had to sit next to Jesse Waters and Greg Gutfeld the entire time, I would kill myself. And the fact that you have been able to successfully sit in that room every day and just white knuckle through Jesse Waters' snide-ass remarks is impressive. It is.
Concur.
Thank you. And it is nice to be amongst my people, which I'm usually not, like, cautiously weaving through here. But my point in bringing it up, and you don't have to love our graphics, even though they're copied in every movie and things like that. It's like the official look of it. But even when...
The PR people love Jessica. She is a favorite of the Fox PR folks.
But nothing is taken that seriously. And that's not the case in liberal media. And that doesn't mean you're not talking about serious things. But there's this feeling like it is not the end of the world in every topic that you're discussing. And this idea that we can just go and show up in conservative spaces, or, you know, come for an hour and you have to be open to those kinds of things, like, doesn't capture how hard it is for people who vote like me and some of the things that I think to genuinely form bonds and interact on an ongoing basis with people who you disagree with. An hour, 2 hours, 3 hours is not getting to know the other side. Living amongst them and spending time with them is. And I think that's why I'm able to do my job and have a reasonable therapy bill, like, not insane, but, you know, we know each other like the family that it looks like, which is dysfunctional, but it's still a family. And people who watch the show, and, you know, we have 20% Democratic viewership, like, still get that.
Hassan,
Sorry, I know it's not maybe not the answer you guys wanted, but
I want to actually.
You're not getting a lot of claps because you're defending Fox News in this room.
Well, I think, let me speak. I want to talk to Hassan about what you just said. But before, I heard something from the crowd, and I think it reflects what they're feeling, which is, well, they're not taking it seriously because these are people that aren't appreciating the consequences or are ignoring or telling themselves a story about the consequences. And I know you know that. But that's a challenge for the left. I think sometimes we are seen as upset or scolding because we're motivated by like a deep set of values. And when you watch Fox, there's a frivolousness to it, but maybe that's a kind of carelessness about what's happening to the country.
I totally agree with you about certain issues, absolutely, and I make that very clear, and they can make fun of me or whatever, but elections have consequences. We saw on Tuesday night that the American public sees through it. That's the point. Like, people get all hot and bothered about how conservatives are reacting to certain things and that they're being dismissive, but they are the ones that think the American public is stupid, and we're the ones who know that they can see what's going on. So whether you get 90 seconds of talk time or you get
I will say, I still feel like, or who knows, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's ontology. Maybe like dictators and authoritarians actually always are retards. But like if Trump would have been smarter politically, this country would be done. We would be in a full-on fasci. It would be over. But he's so fucking stupid. I feel like we lucked out majorly there. But maybe that's in the nature of people who are like that, is to be stupid.
To talk for hours a day on your podcast or on your live stream, all the things for Assad. Like, they're the ones that are doubting people's capacity to understand. And so I get what you're saying, and I feel it. And sometimes I don't like being made fun of sometimes for being upset about American citizens taken into ICE detention and not getting to call their loved ones. But Tuesday night, people showed up all over the country and said, fuck off. That is unacceptable.
This episode is brought to you by Blinds.com. The holidays come fast. You're decorating, you're shopping, you're trying to keep up, and somewhere in the middle of it all, you realize those blinds could really use an upgrade. But who has time to deal with all that? With Blinds.com, you don't have to. You can refresh your space online easily and affordably before the holidays are in full swing. Blinds.com called out the window treatment industry for what it was: outdated, overpriced, and built to serve salespeople, not customers. So they flipped it. While others may overpromise or overcharge, Blinds.com delivers custom window treatments for your space, your way, at your convenience. And unlike some competitors, the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees and zero pressure. Need help picking the right look? Blinds.com's design experts are available on your schedule, free consultations. And if you want the full white glove treatment, they can even schedule licensed vetted pros to measure your windows at no cost, and you'll install everything for one low price. And it's all backed by Blinds.com's 100% satisfaction guarantee, so you know you're covered, literally and figuratively. Because at Blinds.com, the only thing they treat better than windows is you. I gotta say, I remember at one point in my life, I moved into this apartment, and a few weeks and months after living there, I was like, God, I'm just sleeping terribly. What's wrong with me? It's a medical issue. Then I went on a work trip and I stayed in a hotel, and it was really, really dark. I was like, oh, my apartment's just super bright. Great blinds in the bedroom are a game changer. You'll sleep better, you'll sleep longer. Just highly recommended. The Black Friday deals at Blinds.com are going strong all month long, so don't miss your chance to save big. And as always, our customers get $50 off when you spend $500 or more. Just use the code CROOKED at checkout. It's a limited time offer. Rules and restrictions apply. See Blinds.com for details.
Wow.
This episode is brought to you by ZBiotics Free Alcohol. When you're raising a glass to your team winning, catching up with your old buddies back in town, or just trying to stay sane with a house full of relatives, how you feel the next morning still matters. That's why I drink free alcohol. ZBiotics Free Alcohol Probiotic Drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's a buildup of this byproduct, not dehydration. That's to blame for rough days after drinking. Free alcohol produces an enzyme. It's almost, go to Z for
Okay, we got it. Jesus.
50% off.
Hassan,
I gotta pause.
Hassan hasn't gone 17 minutes without talking.
I feel like it's Stephen Miller and Peter Thiel. Is it Thiel or Teal? I think it's Teal running things right now. Stephen Miller, absolutely. Maybe I need to watch more of the Peter Thiel guy. The Peter Thiel guy just seems fucking retarded. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is or what happened or what's going on with the crypto bros. I guess they must know software or something, right? Maybe Elon doesn't. I don't know. Maybe the others do. But when I listen to these guys talk about anything, all the crypto bros, they just sound fucking retarded. That Andreessen guy sounds like a fucking retard. Peter Thiel sounds kind of fucking retarded. They all just sound fucking retarded. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Since 2014.
the stage is vibrating, and I'm sorry it took this long to get to the fact that what we saw in New York on Tuesday in many ways feels like an antidote to some of this problem. Zoran Mamdani is having fun out there. And
Bannon is way more politically intelligent, for sure. And Stephen Miller, I said that, yeah.
This problem, Zoran Mamdani is having fun out there. And he's also representing a incredibly enthusiastic base of people who are finding community in being part of politics. And that does seem like...
People are saying Mamdani barely won 50% in an 80% Dem city. Well, but he was running against another Democrat, right? I don't think that's fair. Do you think most of the people who voted for Cuomo are voting for Sylvia or whatever, or the Republican? My guess is if Cuomo wasn't in that race, you'd probably see the majority of those people voting for Mamdani, no?
like something now that is more easily formed on the left. I can think of all the candidates and campaigns that have been left-driven, that have built that energy and enthusiasm and sense of fun. Brad Summer was an exception. There was a moment where we can all look back and be like, I went full Brad.
I mean, I was there.
Yeah.
And as someone who was there at the DNC before I got kicked out, but on the last day, I actually found myself feeling a sense of anxiety over the course of every single day that passed, where I was like, why is everybody just like celebrating like we're at the end zone here when it is not a guarantee that Kamala Harris is going to win? And I kept warning over and over again that there were.
Oh my God, I hate listening to this guy. I knew everything that was going to happen. Blah blah blah. You just say it, little bro. I hate the establishment, and all of my takes are I hate the establishment because I wish we were all tankies, and that's it. Just say that. Don't waste. Why waste time for people that actually have actual political insight, who follow races, who care about political power?
Were a lot of unaddressed issues that the Democrats
actually wait, hold on. Didn't we watch a video on this? Didn't Hassan predict that Kamala would win?
Here's the situation. For those of you who are wondering, like Hassan, let me catch you up. Because a lot of you haven't really been following closely. A lot of people are just tuning in because the election is tomorrow. Many people want to know what the f is up. Now, something that I found out is that on my TikTok, the people are crazy. I usually agree with you, but I think she's had a great campaign. She's had a great campaign. This is a TikTok we posted about my like broader analysis on on what I think is happening with Kamala's campaign and what I think is going to happen come November 5th or maybe November 6th. Originally, when this was a matchup between Joe Biden and Donald Trump pre-debate, I was saying, looking at 2022 performance, looking at the normal white theory, looking at vibes overall, I said that Joe Biden still had a likelihood of winning the election, albeit marginally. Then the debate happened, and everyone recognized that Joe Biden was old. He was so old that his brain was leaking out of his ear. And then, of course, once everyone else recognized the thing that we have known for years and years and years, then it became impossible.
Years and years and years? You mean at most it would be 3.5 years? What do you mean years and years? How long has he been president for?
Possible. After that, my analysis was it's over. Then Trump got shot. On top of that, I was like, it's done. Even if Trump, especially if Trump hits the unity line, regardless, if he goes up against Joe Biden, he is going to win. And that was an absolute certainty. I gave you my lock. I said Donald Trump was going to win the election against Joe Biden. Then the RNC happened. Donald Trump did not go the unity route. Donald Trump chose J.D. Vance. That was a massive flub, massive mistake for him. That was a base pick because he was still gearing up for running against Joe Biden, which he thought would be a cakewalk for a W. Okay? And then the unthinkable happened. The Democratic Party responded to public pressure. Public pressure and donor pressure aligned in this beautiful moment, and establishment Democrats actually swapped out Joseph Robinette Brandon for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris then picked Tim Walz. Kamala Harris, in that short period of time, basically went from a relatively lesser-known generic Democrat to the person that was running for president. There was no electoral process that took place, which some people were frustrated by, and I totally understand why they were upset by it. Kamala Harris assumed that role, and in perhaps like a week-long period, Kamala Harris went from a lesser-known generic Democrat who was the vice president that people didn't really think about, people didn't know that well, to a person that had made up 10 points in the opposite direction, and it caught back up to Donald Trump. It went from Joe Biden is definitely losing to Donald Trump to, oh my God, Kamala Harris has a pretty good chance of winning. Now, that paired up with the fact that high-propensity voters were coming out and had come out already for Joe Biden and the Democratic Party, and the down-ballot races outperforming Joe Biden at the time and even outperforming Kamala Harris at the time by like 6, sometimes 7 points in these key races in swing states made me understand that there's a lot of momentum and a lot of energy in the Democratic Party's direction. They just need a competent leadership. However, after the DNC, I kept repeating over and over again that the Kamala Harris campaign and the direction the Democratic Party was taking was basically running towards Joe Biden, who was seen as a old curmudgeon who was basically very unpopular, so unpopular that he had to do something unceremonious. He had to do something unique. He had to drop out of the race and, be swapped out for his vice president. All of that.
It wasn't because he was so unpopular. It was because of the debate performance. Also, the only issue he cares about is Israel-Palestine.
That aside, Kamala Harris still had the fundamentals. I kept maintaining the position that if she builds upon the momentum and actually has a bold policy agenda, talking and communicating how she's going to be different than the existing administration, that she would have a tremendous time in the polls. She would have a much better standing in the polls, that people would be openly, defending her.
She needed a campaign against her own administration? What that she was vice president of? This is retarded. Okay, whatever, sorry. All right.
Just kind of never wanted to acknowledge at all. And
we not just be excited we had somebody who could talk, though. We just have had 1 week, and we were excited for a week because she could talk.
No,
so that was great. So just give us a break.
No, but the excitement that came into the DNC was actually because, for some reason, right? And the reason is because people finally realized Joe Biden was, his brain was leaking out of his ear. I'm sorry. and for that reason, I know there's probably a lot of Democratic Party staffers in here that are going to get really pissed off for me for saying this, but it almost felt like we had a competent party for once, and they were responsive to the people's needs. And that's the reason why everyone was excited. I was excited. When I saw Kamala Harris choose Tim Walz, when she could have just as easily gone with Josh Shapiro, for example, I was like, oh my God, is this happening? Is there like an actual progressive momentum backing this candidacy, backing this campaign? And then they backpocketed him. And Kamala Harris went from saying that she was going to do price control.
Backpocket? I feel like I saw Walz so much. He literally was doing duo interviews with her. She had the big one on at least, was it CNN, where they were at the table? Did Walz get backpocket? I almost feel like I saw more of Walz than I did Kamala Harris. But I might just be over-indexing on the Walz appearances that were popular. But, okay.
And she actually very decently messaged around that by saying,
he did kind of disappear for a while there. Maybe he did. Okay. I feel like I remember seeing him do speeches. We had that whole couch thing. I feel like we saw the weird shit. I feel like we... Wasn't Walz explicitly told to stop being aggro after he did the calling Republicans weird thing? Oh, maybe I missed that article. I feel like we saw a lot of Walz though.
Going to go after price gougers, right, at the grocery store, which was her most popular policy at the time, and directly addressed one of the main economic anxieties that people were experiencing. And then, lo and behold, her brother-in-law, who's head of legal at Uber, came on and was like, cut this economic populism shit out. And then you had $50,000 in tax credits for small business owners, and that was not addressing the problems that people were experiencing. And I think that we have to do the honest autopsy of this campaign and realize that maybe people were excited for the progressive momentum that they perceived the campaign actually was going to have, and the responsiveness that the party finally had to the people's desires, to the base of voters' desires. But then they kind of just threw that.
Fuck, did Richard Hanani write the article? I totally believe this without having read the whole article. Maybe I should. I don't know if it was him or somebody else, but like, or no, maybe it wasn't article read. Small donors are actually the worst trackers of where the party's at least for the Democratic Party. That if you want to track where the Democratic Party is, you follow the donor money. Donor money is going to track broadly what most Democrats want way more than small donor money, because small donor money always curves really fucking far to the left. That if you follow the small donor stuff, you are like moving like so many positions to the left of where the average Democratic voter is, that it becomes like basically impossible to try to predict what kind of candidates you should run going off of that.
Into the wind and just kept pumping Liz Cheney and refused to talk about
pumping Liz Cheney. Ugh, all the same talking points.
Kind of just
somebody should ask. God, I wish one person on the stage would just ask him an electoral question. So, what progressive campaigns do you think were incredibly successful in 2024 that the Democratic Party should have taken heed of, that we should have followed more the example of, or in 2022? Press the donor button. Fuck.
The donor class.
That into the wind and just kept pumping Liz Cheney and refused to talk about.
Sorry for wanting to help. More Liz Cheney. Can I just do one thing on the honest autopsy though? Because I'm actually we find some common ground on economic populism stuff. I think the economists should have probably, in retrospect, obviously, had a more tangible message on economic populism. My problem with the Walz thing though is that relates to the topic of this panel is that I think if we're having an honest autopsy and looking back at the campaign, there were a lot of liberals that live on the coast that were like, whoa, this dude can change a carburetor, and I can put on a camo hat. Like he's gonna really that guy is really gonna connect with rural America, because he seems like a guy that really connects with rural America. And people who like grew up in rural America who lived in red spaces are like, no, like that is the guy who was the PFLAG teacher at the rural high school. And by the way, being the PFLAG sponsor at a rural high school is awesome. That's a great thing to be. Everybody loves.
I have no idea. What is the PFLAG thing?
That's great. But like everybody who's from that world did not look at him and say, you code conservative, or like you have conservative values like me. They coded him. It's like, oh, you're the nice liberal at the school.
Oh, pride flag.
Right, and so I think that if we're going to have an honest reflection on the last campaign, the economic populism stuff was a miss too, was a miss for sure. But being seen as being to the cultural left and being out of step with the country culturally on a wide variety of issues, whether it be social issues or COVID or free speech or just being able to chill on comedians' podcasts, like that was a miss, and it was and people misunderstood what Tim Walz was bringing to the table, because he was not able to do any of that.
Yeah, I think the cultural stuff is only relevant if that is ostensibly the only thing that you're bringing to the table. And unfortunately for the Democratic Party, I mean, these used to be wedge issues for a reason, right? These were concocted in think tanks with the deliberate design to make it seem as though there was some significant disagreements between
He's talking about abortion right now, by the way. That includes things like abortion, by the way, which Hassan doesn't give a fuck about. One, because he fucking hates women, but also just because it doesn't play into his stupid class delusion bullshit.
Two parties, and they were created to make the Republicans more popular, so that people would focus on whatever the Family Foundation decided was a more successful way to present anti-trans narratives after focus testing their message, and when people are focusing on that, they're always going to go, okay, well the Democrats are silly. Why do they care about this? This is like a tiny sliver of the population. Instead, they should, like, every moment that they're talking about that is a moment where they're not talking about like affordability, where they're not talking about like a working class centered party.
Where are the Democrats that ran on trans issues? Show them to me, people. Where are they? They did it.
Thank you. Oh my God, excuse me, do we have a queen? She said she was from North O, okay, which is where the queens come from. If she truly is from North O, she didn't just visit there, okay? But, uh-oh. Hold on.
About like a working class centered party.
Where are the Democrats that ran on trans issues? Show them to me, people. Where are they? They did it.
No, I
they
agree.
did it.
I agree. They did
it was
not.
the Republicans.
But you actually brought that up, and I 100%.
Oh my God, and he does the thing. I hate people who do the interviews where you do, you say a thing like, oh, I actually think that 3 + 3 is 7. And you're like, I don't think so. I feel like 3 + 3 is 6. And it's like, yeah, I actually agree with you. And this is why I think, and it's like, what do you mean you agree with me? I feel like you just said the opposite of what I just said. People who do this like yes and when somebody stakes like a very clear disagreement, like what?
Exactly.
Where are they? They did it.
No, I
they
agree.
did it.
I agree. They did
it was
not.
the Republicans.
But you actually brought that up, and I 100% agree with you.
Okay, good. Sorry, I jumped out my seat.
No, I 100% agree with you because you said the potholes, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're talking about the potholes and your opponent is constantly being like, but what about trans people? Then they look insincere and they look silly. And there's no reason to betray marginalized groups and decide that we're going to actively write them out of the equation because they're working class as well. And this is something that I have never compromised on, and yet seemingly I've been able to find like a very populist and robust movement in my own audience that does not compromise on these issues, but also is
And has 0 electoral victories to show for like the last decade. Okay.
always in the affirmative, making the argument that we have to focus on kitchen table issues, if you want to use that kind of
That's
language.
the second question you should ask him. The first one is, what progressive campaigns over the past decade should we be taking note of, right? Who do you think are the successful progressive, winners in all these elections? Number one. And number two is, you've been broadly supporting for all of these issues over the past decade. Who represents your issues? Like, where has that found electoral success in the United States? The problem, and his answer will revolve somewhere around this manufactured consent thing. Their answer is always unfalsifiable. It's either, well, people like Mamdani win, or if they're not winning, it's because they won't say the deep state. They'll say the donor class and the lobbyists and the billionaires are actually covering up what the average person thinks, and they're donating too much money to the other side. It'll be some autistic, stupid shit like this.
Around it, but like center the working class and try to seek out what their problems are, address them, and also make this earnest attempt and show that we are honest about actually fighting for them. And I think Zoran's campaign and its success was a fantastic example of this. I know people say it's in New York, but that's precisely what he did. 5 key issues. He went out, he asked people, what's your problem? I'm going to solve it. And he centered his campaign around 5 key issues of affordability in New York. And lo and behold, in spite of 22 billionaires spending hundreds of millions of dollars trying to take him out, in spite of a very hostile media environment, especially leading up to the primary, or certainly after the primary. They genuflected a little bit by the end, but and all of these attack ads, he still won.
Well, who else besides Mamdani in New York City, in a local election in New York City? Like, who else are we taking note of here? Like,
I want to see you guys.
No, it's your show. I am your guest.
God, this is going great.
Are we having fun yet?
I'm not. Are we having fun yet?
also, I hope that at some point they won't. I wish people would do this. Can you reflect this same, thought process over to the Republicans? Like, where the fuck was Trump campaigning on kitchen table issues? What the fuck was Trump doing to well, I don't even remember what the fuck it was on. He was going to close the border and tariff the whole world and do something with manufacturing. Like, bullshit. Like, this is not, I don't think. Residual effects of inflation hurt. I think that was like 80% of it. Lower grocery prices? How? Yeah, he said that, but how? He didn't give any path to that. He didn't say, well, I guess he said tariffs, but...
Jessica, I want you to respond, and then I want to kind of tease 2 things out here.
Well, I agree. I totally agree. I just exist in a world where we can't behave that way. Like, not everybody who's going to run for office or who wants to have a voice can build the platform that you have. You're ridiculously talented, and...
Damn, thank you.
No, but even being able to talk that long, it's a skill set that I don't have. But when you say, we don't need to deal with this, and I agree with you about that, and I remember when that happened, there are people who are running in races where you need to do more than that. Like, we were talking earlier, I was over doing Tim's pod with him. We're talking about Jared Golden not running in Maine. And Jared Golden can't afford to not talk about the issues that his constituents genuinely care about, because they also vote for Donald Trump. And for some of them, they just want to hear someone say, listen, I want to protect everybody. I'm an inclusive guy, but whatever happened with Leah Thomas, or that's always like the lightning rod, trans athlete issue. I understand your concern about, trans women in women's sports. That doesn't mean Jared Golden needs to say, I want to ban on this. It means Jared Golden says, like the head of the NCAA did when they testified, this is, we're talking about 10 athletes out of 500,000. So it is a small fraction of the population, but I'm not going to dismiss your concerns. And this big tent and a winning coalition across this country has to be compromising about what people need to do to win their races. I'm not talking about being bigoted. I'm not talking about being nasty, but the country operates differently in different places. And I feel like we give lip service to that, but don't always behave that way.
Like, this is true. This is the difference between like being electorally minded versus, I don't want to say being a pundit or influencer, because you can be electorally minded being a pundit or influencer, although it takes more effort, right? Like, when I talk about stuff, when Hassan talks about stuff, we're trying to, in a purely monetary sense or influential sense, we're just trying to maximize viewership, right? If I talk about some issues, I'll get 20,000 viewers, or 10,000, 15,000 viewers. If I talk about other issues, I'll get, 5,000 or less, or whatever it is. It just depends on what you're talking about. If you were to go over like electoral politics or like electorally relevant things on like Minnesota for a long period of time, Like, not that many people care. If you talk about the national level issues, like people care about their international issues, Israel, Palestine, people care about that way the fuck more. But when people go to vote in local elections, especially your older audiences, they do care about those local issues. And the idea that you're signaling needs to be the same in New Jersey and New York as it would be in, like for West Virginia senator races or for Virginia or Georgia, right? That's just not the case. But on a national level, you don't really get into that much.
The thing is, like, if the Democratic Party was defined by 5 key policies, okay? Medicare for all, a single-payer system, socialized medicine.
This just doesn't work. The people that had the more radical positions on healthcare were not overperforming anywhere. They all underperform. Like, these are just his own. This is like this is the influencer brain, the national level politics brain. Like, these are just. I'm just going to talk about these things because these are the things that I care about the most, and I have the biggest audience with them. Like,
right, something of that sort, and a plan to expand the available.
Like, imagine saying that like. Single payer Medicare for all is the popular strategy when like the ACA bare minimum right now is fighting for its fucking life. That the ACA tax credits just got fucking rescinded, and now we're hoping that it hurts Americans enough come December, January that we can fight just to get the tax credit subsidiaries back for the ACA. He's like, oh no, America wants Medicare for all. Like, Jesus Christ, bro.
Medicine, right? Something of that sort, and a plan to expand the available housing units. I want socialized housing. That is not even broached. That's not even discussed amongst the Democratic Party. I want a federal jobs guarantee and a jobs program to build those houses, right? Free.
Like, bro, these are the most a federal jobs guarantee. This is like Green New Deal. You're on like 2016 talking point. What are you talking about?
College and better ed guarantee and a jobs program to build those houses, right? Free college. And better education over
college and education. I'm so sorry. I love you guys, and there might be a legitimate like policy level argument for this. But that electorally is cancer. It's cancer. You so much talk about like tax related stuff in order to raise money for this shit, and most college kids just don't fucking vote. Most people, when they get older, they get a career, they get over their college. This is just a loser of a fucking topic. I know that if online people like to talk about it, younger people like to talk about it, but electorally, it's just not a good thing to waste political capital on or to focus on.
Overall, from K through 12, if those were like your 5 key signature campaign promises that directly tackle all of the issues that people, the economic hardships that people in the heartland are actually going through, and not just like highly educated liberals in big cities, then any moment that these people would turn around and be like, well, what about trans people? They're going to get healthcare too. You could just be like, okay, what do you not want healthcare because you think a trans person is going to get it?
I just want to be clear.
Yeah, but Republicans would say, that's right. If they're going to get healthcare, I want my kid to fucking die. Base, true. They'd say based and true.
Like, okay, what do you not want healthcare because you think a trans person is going to get it?
I just want to be clear. There was a moment on the debate stage where they weren't talking about trans people, but in the Democratic primary in 2020, they asked, there was one of the large primary debates, and they asked, well, do you think undocumented people should have healthcare? People raised their hand. It was used as an attack ad, and it was an effective attack ad. So I think sometimes and it's what the Republicans tried to play, although they didn't have as much success with it, but it was the main attack line they went for the Medicaid stuff. Oh, Democrats are just fighting to give healthcare to illegal immigrants. I agree with some of what you're saying. Okay, the dig at small businesses, I disagree with, because the biggest driver of wealth in African Americans.
Don't worry. Now I know you just heard her say. You think you heard her say I disagree, but don't worry. Hassan's gonna go. Oh no, I agree with you, and then go back into his talking points. Can he disagree with anybody ever? He's such a fucking pussy, dude. He's like a slightly larger version of Dave Smith. God, he's such a fucking loser. But maybe not. Hold on. I'm sorry. Maybe he'll push back.
What you're saying. Okay, the dig at small businesses, I disagree with, because the biggest driver of wealth in African American communities outside of government jobs, which is why the fact that 300,000 black women have lost their government jobs is a blow to like wealth ascension in this country for black women, is small businesses. And so the small business plan was a plan that spoke to working class black and brown people in this country who do not work at large corporations but had an idea, wanted entrepreneurship, and then they saw a plan for them. And so it was a wide, tense situation. But I guess my point is to Jessica, what Jessica is saying, yes, I do think candidates have to be, you got to run for your district. You got to run for the race that you're in. I'm a black woman from the Midwest every day, everywhere I go. Okay, I live in Washington D.C., but I'm black and I'm bald. So there are some things I think I hear when these conversations come up, and I've sat in strategist rooms when they've come up on campaigns I've worked on, and I hear them on the sets and the commercial breaks when we have some of these candidates on our show. It feels like to some people that look like me that the people within the party apparatus want folks to compromise on issues that for me are not.
Does this lady have anything to do with the running?
I'm a game guy. I know you talked about wanting to make a game.
Calling himself petite.
Bitch, what's the coolest dick you ever fucking sucked? You ugly bitch. To her, I was gonna say that, but I just calm down, bro.
I'm not saying he's right at all. I'm not saying he's right at all. One, you should not be calling no girl that you know is a bitch. He's a child, bro. He's literally a child. He's literally a child. He's an immature child. There's no maturity in his bones at all. Eric, you're saying you said before Reem met you he was wildin', but now he's good. So why ain't Rakai good after being around AMP and Clover? They just let him wild out. Okay. I don't know what Rakai does. I don't know who Rakai is around entirely the entire day. I know that
Yo, nobody is his fucking parent, and it's nobody's job to be his parent. But people can be like, I guess, like role models. But like, it's okay. Guys, I don't think you should relentlessly shit on like somebody who's like underage and shit like that, whatever. But you can still say you shouldn't be doing that. Try not to do that. Don't do this and shit that. Say, yo, I hope it does better. That's perfectly fine. Like, there are people making excuses and shit like, oh yeah, he's young. Yeah, cool. But he still say he's young, but can you do better, please? It's not. You won't look like a bitch ass saying that. Like, it's fine.
I've held Reem accountable when Reem said some dating shit to me in the car, and I was thinking to myself, ooh, I'm about to send this nigga back to fucking trenches. I'm like, but in my head, I'm like, yo, bro, this nigga is a kid, bro. He doesn't know any better. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to actually have somebody who is grown and mature, who used to be a crash out, to show niggas that it's not the way. You know what I'm saying? I genuinely feel that. But if a crash out is around other crash outs, what do you think is gonna? If an immature teenager is around a bunch of other crash outs who are older than him, what is he gonna be entitled or enforced to do? Crash out, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, true. But doesn't mean you're supposed to say, oh yeah, poggers is good. We want more of this. Whatever. You can still say. I don't think you're gonna be a bitch if you say, yo, guys, this is bad. Don't do this. I'm not. And I don't think it makes me look old to say that. Like, come on.
The Joe Rogan, Tucker Carlson news bubble, extremism situation, and what's really going on there, wanting to just give up and quit the news, and who the AI boom's going to absolutely decimate over the next 5 years. We're talking about all of that on your special Friday Philip DeFranco show, aka From the Bastards, where y'all take control, where y'all send in questions and I do my Philip DeFranco show thing and I turn it into a show for you. And today we start with Aiden, who said, he's concerned about rising political extremism on both left and right, and he asked this important question.
How do you recommend for people from either lane separate themselves from such extreme beliefs?
A great and unfortunately timely question, and where I'll start here is at the individual level. Because the way that experts say that people can distance themselves from political extremism is by breaking out of their media bubbles and following a variety of sources to hear different perspectives. Right, and a big thing with this is a Pew Research study from this summer. They found that Democrats and independents who lean Democrat are much more likely than Republicans and GOP leaners to both use and trust a number of major news sources. Right, and so those who lean Dem, they consume and trust things like ABC, CBS, NBC, and CNN, as well as legacy newspapers like the New York Times and public broadcasters like NPR, whereas those who lean Republican, they're more likely to distrust those than trust them. And instead, they found that they rely on a much more concentrated number of sources, including Fox News, the Joe Rogan Experience, and the Tucker Carlson Network. Right? And then connected to that, Democrats consume a much wider variety of media sources at much more even rates, whereas Republicans, they disproportionately rely on Fox. Nearly 6 in 10 Republican leaners, they said they regularly got news from the network. And that was double the share of those who said they consumed any other news source that Pew asked about. Though I will say there was some overlap. 1 in 5 Republicans said they regularly get news from CNN, and a similar share of Democrats said they consume news from Fox on a regular basis. And so with that in mind, you have experts saying that breaking out of media bubbles and diversifying sources is even more important now that social media has become such a major source of news for both parties. Right? Surveys show that nearly half of all adults get news from social media, and that's evenly split with Republicans and Democrats. And because social media sites are algorithmically driven, it gets even easier for people to get sucked into partisan echo chambers. Also, and this is easier said than done, with politically polarized misinformation exacerbating political extremism on both sides, experts argue that media literacy is needed. Though even starting there, the left and right do not see eye to eye. Right? 81% of Democrats agree that media literacy is important, whereas only 66% of Republicans say it is. And that, as research actually shows, that Republicans need increased media literacy more than Democrats. And with all this, numerous studies have found that Republicans are more likely than Democrats to both believe and spread political misinformation. Right? And each specific study is interesting. There was a 2024 study that found that Republicans, but not Democrats, were more likely to respond to instances of heightened political polarization like elections by spreading false information, even when they knew that the content was likely fake. Also, the Media literacy disparity among Republicans appears to be top down. Research has shown that Republican politicians are much more likely to share false or misleading information on social media and other public forums. And so a big part of this is, it's just not going to get better until politicians actually take responsibility to fight extremism and polarization and misinformation. Right, and again, easier said than done, moderating political rhetoric. It's an easy way for public officials to reduce the polarization, right? Take down the airport begging for a SIM card thing like it's 2009. Because you may not know this, but there's no need to play Lost Tourist anymore. Don't let your phone viewer from the olden days. Also had 31% saying they were worn out by the amount of news, 30% saying that there's just too much coverage of war or conflict, and 29% saying there's just too much politics in the news. And then on that note, there was a December survey that found that Americans in particular are tuning out political.
Rakai and DDG. Now, who the f is a that? We know who Rakai and DDG is.
Came
but
from
who
the
is a
2K
that?
community on YouTube.
The awards was racist. They racist as hell. Y'all only invited the niggas to promote the white people that we did not give a fuck about. We don't even know.
Who's we? Who's we?
I did not earn that shit. That's fucked up. Now, who the fuck is a dat? We know who Rakai and DDG is, but who is a dat?
Now reverse the roles.
The awards was racist. They racist as hell. Y'all only invited the niggas to...
Okay. Chat, fuck poggers, fuck WL chat. Guys, I'm telling you how it is. The people that she's talking about comprise of 2.4% of all live... Actually, less than 1% of the live audience overall. What the fuck are we talking about here? Like, brother, if you talk about what people watch live media, YouTube live, TikTok live, Twitch live, Kick, all of that, right? The WL conglomerate overall, I mean, it's fantastic for streaming. It's doing great for streaming. I mean, I think it's helping everybody. It's a cool thing. But the new that's like, it's an added like 2% at most. What the fuck are we talking about? Who the fuck is we? Buddy, who's we? People have been here for fucking 15 years. Anyway, all good though. It's okay if she doesn't know the lore, no problem.
Can I tell you a secret? I'm really into celibacy, and that can range from not kissing on the first date to saving yourself for marriage. It's a whole spectrum, and honestly, there are so many upsides to pacing yourself when it comes to intimacy. For starters, you can avoid becoming—
Wait. That's not true. Wait, did you hear what she just said?
I don't know, but this is incel bait to the maximum.
Celibacy can be anything from not kissing on the first date to saving yourself for marriage. You're not celibate just because you don't kiss on the first date. There is no definition ever of celibacy that is you just don't kiss on the first date. What?
The state of abstaining from marriage and sexual relations. It's not a spectrum. It is a thing.
All right, sorry.
attached to the wrong person. We all know what that's like. And that's because both physical and emotional intimacy releases oxytocin, which makes you feel connected to someone, even though you may not be compatible. We often think that falling in love is a mystical, rare experience, but sometimes it's really just hormones and chemicals. 2, I get to preserve my energy, and instead of constantly pouring into someone else, I can focus on the things I want to accomplish first. A surefire way to avoid an emotional vampire is simply not to get so close that they can sink their teeth into you. Last, but certainly not least, less stress, less liability, and less risk of anything unwanted happening. There's just about no downside to taking your time, but all the risk in rushing things. It's truly up to you. And in a world that's become only more hypersexual, kind of feels like pacing oneself is the new counterculture. Whatever you choose to do, don't forget to respect others' choices, and above all else, stay true to yourself.
Okay, I'm
Stay true, Queen.
Rage baited. Okay, I need to not watch these. These are these are rage bait.
This is wow.
It's rage bait.
That's my queen. I'll be right back 1 minute.
Oh my god. So you want to go down later behind the high school? I got some sticks of RAM. You can sell the kids. They're real hungry for them these days.
Stop.
I got DDR5. I got DDR4. I got.
They don't want DDR4. They only want DDR5.
Oh,
but we
these
have the 8
days?
gig sticks, and we can say it's a 4 gig stick.
I think these days they'll take whatever they can fucking get.
They make 1 or 2 gigabyte DDR5 RAM sticks. No shot, right?
I have no idea, but apparently RAM is like fucking completely fucked
It's insanely
right now.
I think 64 gigs of RAM is like $1,000
based.
Time for people to go back.
In 10 years, the meme is gonna be, oh my god, I was so stupid. I traded 10 sticks of RAM for 3 bitcoins, and now the sticks are. It'll be like the reverse Bitcoin meme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a good joke. You should have laughed way harder at that.
I'm sorry. Ow! Fuck.
Fuck you.
That's fucking terrorism, bro. Don't do that.
You just let me hang so hard, and I made such a good joke.
I didn't.
You did.
I said.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't care. Don't care.
Okay.
What is this?
Or can I show them my gun? Do they have like rules about that?
It's just pop this out.
Oh, take the bag out. Okay.
And then double check that it's, and then just keep your hand like this. Don't point it at anybody and show it.
Okay. First, we don't want to see.
Why do we have to go over these? Why does she have a firearm if she okay, base.
No, you can show it as long as it's gun safe.
Oh, they were saying no, and I was like, wait, why not?
No,
Because they're talking, they're saying no to league.
No, you're
Well,
fine.
this is my new home defense gun. It's a Staccato XL.
That shit is so
it's
tough.
tuxedo.
I hope she practices with this gun because this has probably got a lot of kick.
Wait, what the fuck? Why did she? This is her first gun? Oh my god. Gun nerds are mad in chat.
A little red thing here. I picked it because it reminded me of Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk. Cheddar no.
Did I tell you that I'm getting a laser?
Who's the bro? The store that she went to? Oh my god, the meme is real. When you see a woman coming in, you're like, oh yeah, about to make some money. About to make some money. There's like isn't this like a $200,000 or $300,000 handgun? This is like a race gun, right? Staccato XL. Keep watching.
No. Did I tell you that I'm getting a laser for mine?
Ooh, no.
Yeah, I can tell you I'm getting one if you want a laser for yours.
Chat, or can I show? It's a Staccato XL.
That shit is so
It's tuxedo. It's got like a little red thing here. I picked it because it reminded me of Johnny Silverhand from
It's got a little red thing here.
Cyberpunk. Cheddar no.
At least they taught her. She knows how to handle it at least. One of the most important things is like people will learn the standard like don't point it at something you want to blow, whatever bullshit. But being able to like cover it here in case a bullet does come out, so you can kind of like catch it so it doesn't hurt anybody. Like this is good at least. Okay. She goes on to say the gun store guy has convinced her to get an expensive gun. Unless somebody else recommended, yeah, whoever sold that to her is an asshole. Link me the clip.
Is that like were you saying like that's like a sport gun?
It's a really expensive fire. Yeah, Staccato XL. I was gonna get that instead of my Alien, but I went with the Alien instead. Maybe I'll get one eventually. But like those are sick fucking pistols.
Are they 45s or 9mm?
I don't know. What does a Staccato XL shoot?
Staccatos are all 9mm. There you go.
Not mine because I got a conversion kit. Actually, I don't know. Just kidding.
You converted your gun? Really?
I converted my dick.
But the thing is, like,
Wait, the clip is 20 seconds longer.
I actually don't really like guns. I just thought I should have one, and the guy at the store convinced me to get a nice one because he was like, if you're gonna get one for home defense and you're scared of guns, you need to make sure it's a gun that you like, or you won't know how to use it if you ever need it.
Well, mine does it have? Is that feather safety or is it?
I don't know. It has like this.
Oh, okay. That has that. Yeah.
Shouldn't you have sold her a shotgun for home defense?
You know, I have multiple.
No, that's cringe.
No.
Fuck shotguns.
What do you mean that's cringe?
Because who the fuck is gonna grab a fucking shotgun to kill some dude in the house? If you're gonna get some shit like that,
I would have a shotgun and I'd sit at my fucking door.
Just get a rifle and fucking actually blow them up, okay? Fuck a shotgun. No one cares about that. Wow, I shot twice. Now I have no more rounds left. Or I got a pump. Do you think a girl is gonna be able to pump a shotgun when they're scared?
I'm gonna be honest. All she needs is one fucking shot at the door, and it's probably GG.
If they hit, no, fuck shotguns.
That's what the shotgun's for. That's why it's fucking. You get the spray.
She needs to just get a small pistol. Go to the range, practice with it. There's nothing wrong with.
You know how cuck these Canada laws are.
They're not Canadian.
No, I know, but I'm saying if I wanted a gun in Canada, A, apparently you're not allowed to use it for home defense. B, you have to keep the gun plus the ammo in different fucking spots, and they have to be locked up in different fucking spots. It's cringe.
Wow. Quick meme. The Christian essay girl speaks with the competence of a median 14-year-old. Uh-oh. I didn't even read that fucking essay, but man, conservatives. $1 billion. They got hella mad over that one. Wait, how old is this girl? She's starting on that Mar-a-Lago face early. Haha. Okay, just kidding. Sorry.
I am saddened that they're offended by the truth of the gospel and the truth that I wrote about in my assignment, and it saddens me to see that that offends them and upsets them the way it did. Jesus is always worth standing up for, and I just encourage those people that are dealing with something similar to push back against that kind of behavior. I would rather have my integrity and give my true opinion and get a 0 on an assignment than have to lie about what I really believe.
If she gets a 100 because she knows why she believes what she believes, I'd quiz that professor on whether or not he even believes there are 99 genders or whatever it is.
99 genders. That's a whole lot of genders.
I do think they're doing the right thing by putting the TA on administrative leave.
Oh my God.
If you can't, do your job right in any setting, you get fired. So I think it's, justified. I never meant to offend that TA or offend
Demonic, bro.
transgender people and make them think that
Demonic?
that they're demonic or that they're not loved by God. That's not true.
Well, but then you use the word demonic? Well, how else are you
My message to the TA would just be that I didn't mean anything I said offensively, or I didn't mean any harm by it, and I definitely don't agree with people online saying mean things about that TA. That was never my intention, and I would just say that God loves him, and God, has a purpose for his life. I think there's a lot of misinformation being spread online.
Wait, do I need move find item to find the stupid fucking door?
So I hope to, clear the air and just encourage other believers to be.
So she's misgendering the teacher?
I don't know.
Pretty cringe.
Yeah, this person is cringe. Apparently their mom is a TBUSA
I do
lawyer.
think they're doing
Or not TBUSA lawyer, but is a lawyer that went to TBUSA.
They defended the Jan Sixers, yeah.
Oh! Based.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm over 40 years old.
I didn't find the exit.
Das erste, oder wie manche sagen würden, das letzte, hat eine Sendung gemacht namens Das Hundertste oder auch Die 100. Ich habe schon einen Clip davon gesehen. Ich glaube, ihr wisst alle, um welchen es geht. Es geht um einen sehr witzigen Family Guy-Witz, der diesen Mann hier beinhaltet. Ich weiß nicht, wo das in der Sendung vorkommt, aber ich will den ganzen Kontext dazu sehen. Danke sehr, Backup-Account neu für 5 Gift-Subs in die Community. Davon kann ich meine GEZ-Gebühren ja schon bezahlen. Das ist ja der Hammer, damit wir dann noch mehr von diesen tollen Sendungen kriegen. Ich verstehe das Konzept noch nicht so ganz. Ich habe das noch nie geguckt. Ist das sowas wie 13 Fragen, aber mit 100 Leuten statt 6 Leuten? Ich weiß es nicht. Jedenfalls danke sehr Kid Tiger, danke sehr Eve. Anscheinend geht es hier um die Frage, werden wir gut regiert? Mit Ingo Zamperoni ist auch ein, ich finde den Namen mega geil, seit ich den das erste Mal gesehen habe. Mich erinnert es immer an so einen Zauberer, der große Zamperoni zerteilt 100 Menschen in 2 Lager oder so und dann manche sind vielleicht noch ein bisschen in der Mitte. Ich glaube, die haben hier so nach Optik auf Diversität geachtet und gesagt, wir brauchen von jeder Identität mindestens einen. Guck mal, Jesus ist auch mit dabei. Cool. Ja, und der lustige Kanzler, den sie lustig verkleidet haben, mit einer Perücke und so einem Blumenkranz. Sehr witzig. Scheint nicht der echte Kanzler zu sein. Die Füße sehen in der Realität anders aus. Außer sie haben schon mal Beton dran gemacht, um ihn, falls wir nicht gut regiert werden, am Ende in die Spree zu werfen. Könnte ja sein. Ne, vielleicht ist ja der echte und dann am Ende packen sie den auf so eine Sackkarre und sagen, wir haben entschlossen, wir werden nicht gut regiert. Tschüss. Obwohl, das ist nicht in Berlin, ne? Das ist nicht die Spree, glaube ich. Egal, trotzdem echt danke für 10 Gift-Subs. Geht's ja direkt gut los. Ich habe noch nicht mal Play gedrückt und schon kriege ich hier die ganzen Subs. Wup, wup, geil. Dann kann ich mir fast auch so eine Halle mieten und 100 Leute und dann erniedrige ich die mit einer Farbtafel oder sowas. Hammer, das wird's.
Kommt zu die 100, was Deutschland bewegt, live aus der Lokhalle in Göttingen. Und das
Die Lokhalle in Göttingen war es, selbstverständlich.
erwartet Sie jetzt.
Danke sehr, DZ Karim. Guck mal, Merz ist der Einzige, der sich nicht bewegt hat. Ole Faust. Merz hat so einen Stock im Arsch, der kann sich nicht mehr bewegen, wenn Ingo Zamperoni anmoderiert. Peinlich. Alle anderen haben sich bewegt und geklatscht. Ja? Vom Bundeskanzler hier, das ist ja eines Bundeskanzlers nicht würdig. Ich würde direkt sagen, wir werden nicht gut regiert. Schmeißt in den Fluss. Let's go.
100 Menschen, 2 Journalisten.
Gegen 300 Menschen, angeführt von König Leonidas. 100 Deutsche kämpfen gegen 300 Spartiaten.
Eine Frage.
Hammer. Wie viele Geschlechter werden wir gut regiert? Okay.
Werden wir gut regiert? Ja oder nein?
Ja, fragt mal den Stream Elements Bot, der kann das wahrscheinlich beantworten. Wir haben einen neuen Bot und der ist peinlich und dumm. Frag den mal, sonst mache ich das. Ausrufezeichen, Frage, werden wir gut regiert? So, ich habe mich vertippt und habe gefragt, werden wir gut reigert? Das gehendes I. Wenn du meinst, wir sind gut reingeturnt in die Runde, dann ja. Let's keep the hype high. Geil. Jemand anders hat auch gefragt, werden wir gut regieren und hat das T nicht mit abgeschickt und der Bot sagt, Bro, with this chat we are already winning style, let's go. Das ist so peinlich.
Die Argumente für gute Regierungsarbeit von Anna Planken.
Wäre eigentlich geil, wenn Friedrich Merz dabei wäre. Auf der Pro-Seite Friedrich Merz. Macht Merz das gut? Ja, ich finde, ich mache das gut. Auf der Gegenseite alle.
Merz hat geliefert wie bestellt.
Nee, hat er nicht. Hä? Der hat im Wahlkampf die ganze Zeit gesagt, Schuldenbremse ist fix, da lässt sich nichts dran rütteln, Schulden machen wir nicht. Und kurz nach der Wahl sagt er, aber wenn wir das jetzt Sondervermögen nennen und nicht Sonderschulden, ist es zwar das Gleiche, aber dann sind es ja also keine Schulden, sondern ich nehme nur ein Vermögen auf, was ich dann zurückzahlen muss. Aber das ist ja was anderes als Schulden machen. Und außerdem, ihr müsst gar nicht die AfD wählen, damit ich alle Leute abschiebe. Und dann kommt er an die Macht und dann gibt es gar nicht so ein Programm, wo plötzlich millionenfach Leute wegkommen, sondern halt mehr als vorher, aber noch nicht so viel, wie wenn ihr die Rechtsradikalen wählt.
Die Zahl der Asylanträge hat sich
Hammer.
mehr als halbiert.
Jawohl! Friedrich Merz hat Frieden in Syrien gemacht und deswegen kommen die weniger. Die Anzahl der Anträge hat sich halbiert, weil, ja gut, also ne, in Syrien ist halt auch eine neue Regierung so, dann gibt es weniger Gründe von da wegzulaufen. Aber ja, es laufen ja auch Leute von woanders weg. Aber ich glaube, das ist doch Friedrich. Friedrich hat es gemacht. Friedrich hat doch Afghanistan befriedet. Da kommen auch weniger jetzt hierher, weil das hat er auch gemacht, der Friedenskanzler. Der hat ausgepult bei Syrien und bei Afghanistan. Er alleine war das.
Und die dagegen von Till Nassif.
Und Till Nassif sagt, Digga, das ist ein Wichser, ich hasse den. Der macht es gar nicht gut. Und guck mal die Frisur.
Sturz statt Aufschwung. Den Deutschen geht's nicht besser.
Geil. Das ist doch geil. Werden wir gut regiert? Auf der Pro-Seite ist so eine Frau, die sagt, ja, weniger Ausländer jetzt. Und sonst keine Ahnung. Der Merz macht es gut, wir haben jetzt weniger Ausländer. Okay. Was macht denn ein Kanzler noch so außer Ausländer ablehnen? Weiß ich doch nicht. Keine Ahnung.
Listen per Losverfahren bekommen. Die 100 müssen Stellung beziehen.
Geil.
Friedrich Merz ist als Kanzler für mich vollkommen ungeeignet.
Ich bin
Geil.
froh, dass ich ihn gewählt habe und dass er sich auch in der Koalition...
Man fragt immer, wer das macht, ne? Man kennt irgendwie niemanden. Ihr findet auf Social Media voll viele Leute, die sind so überzeugte Linke, überzeugte Grüne. Ja, ihr findet Kommunisten mit Hammer und Sichel im Profil, ihr findet die ganze AfD-Bubble. Aber wie viele CDUler findet ihr denn im Internet? Kennt ihr Leute, die bei Twitter sind und so einen CDU-Banner haben? Und irgendwie... so schwarze Herzen posten und sagen nur noch die CDU. Ich liebe Friedrich Merz. Das macht doch keiner. Da haben wir ihn jetzt, den ersten CDU-Wähler, der es offen zugibt. Der nicht dement im Altersheim sitzt und Briefwahl macht. Ja, der konnte noch bis ins Wahllokal zu Fuß gehen. Krass. Für CDU-Wähler schon eine Leistung.
Also ich will jetzt hier nicht 4 Jahre lang nur immer Debatten, Klönschnackrunden und solche Sachen. Ne?
Das wird ja, nee, ich will auch keine Klönschnackrunden.
Immer auf die Latte getreten, aber nach oben macht nur, was er will.
Ja, hier oben machen was sie wollen.
Zu Hause können das auch. Machen Sie mit in der ARD
Geil.
oder auf dem ARD Twitch-Kanal. Jetzt!
Dann habe ich ja alles richtig gemacht, dass ich die hier markiert habe mit dem Streamtitel, die @ARD sendet wieder so richtige Scheiße.
Hier live bei Die 100, was Deutschland.
Jawohl.
Ja, herzlich willkommen dazu und ich würde sagen, dann holen wir jetzt doch gleich mal ein erstes Stimmungsbild ab. Liebe 100, Sie sind schon on fire, das sehe ich.
Guck mal, hier die Leute, geil.
Dann fragen wir doch mal.
Das erste deutsche Volksfest ohne Alkohol.
Werden wir gut regiert, ist die Ausgangsfrage und wir holen uns ein Ausgangslagebild ab. Wenn Sie der Meinung sind, ja, alles in allem, bei all den Problemen, die es gibt, läuft das doch einigermaßen in die richtige Richtung.
Digga, keiner geht auf die 3, oder? Da gehen vielleicht, so die Leute gehen vielleicht zu einer 1 oder so.
Und anschließend eine schwarz-blaue Regierung mit Spahn an der Spitze.
Ja, hoffentlich. Geil. Endlich offene Korruption wie in den USA. Hurra. Nee, ich glaube, der deutsche Trump wird eher Dieter Bohlen, aber also Spahn in der Regierung, geil einfach. Ich liebe Jens Spahn. Ich weiß gar nicht, mit wem man den sonst vergleichen könnte von den Amis. Wer wäre denn so Jens Spahn bei denen? Keine Ahnung. Vance nicht so ganz, oder? Aber irgendwie, die haben, glaube ich, keinen. Aber jetzt so eine Regierung mit Dieter Bohlen als Donald Trump und Frank Thelen als Elon Musk, das wär's, oder? Das wäre richtig geil. Hallo, die können dann beide in die USA gehen und jeder hat einen, wo er den Ding-Dong. Ne, ihr wisst schon. Danke an den Brettmann für deinen Prime.
Richtung verteilen sich hier
Danke,
auf unserem
Reinig.
Spielfeld in den blauen Feldern 1 bis 3, je nachdem. Oder wenn Sie sagen, wir haben ja eben
Ich würde gerne Zwille mitnehmen. Dann gehe ich auf das rote Feld und dann baller ich immer so auf das blaue Feld mit so kleinen
Stimmen
Kügelchen.
dazu gehört. Nee, das läuft noch nicht so rund. Da gibt es noch einiges, was im Argen liegt. Dann verteilen Sie sich hier auf
Sage, ihr seht sie nicht. Also, hier, guck, Boomer und Technik. Hier, die geben denen so ein Smartphone an den Arm dran mit so einer Steuerung. Und es ist so richtig dieser Boomer-Blick. Eigentlich stellt mir mein Enkel das immer ein. Jetzt hat das irgendwie geleuchtet. Was mache ich denn? Ich wette, wenn die tippt so, die anderen die drücken so und die macht so. Geil.
Kann sich hier auf der roten Seite auf den Feldern oder
Ja, er auch.
die warten die Argumente, die Till und Anna uns präsentieren ab und positionieren sich erstmal hier in der Mitte. Sie zu Hause können, wir haben es auch gerade gehört, mit abstimmen. Schauen Sie nach in der ARD Quiz App oder dem ARD-Kanal bei Twitch. Den QR-Code und alle Informationen dazu finden Sie hier.
Den seht ihr hier, falls ihr da drauf wollt, wenn ihr unbedingt ARD Twitch sehen wollt.
Und dann würde ich sagen, erste Abstimmung. Bitte.
Ist das? Alle haben so Sakkos an. Und der hat einfach so ein Human Being T-Shirt. Ich bin übrigens kein Clanker. Ja, ihr seht auf euren Bildschirm immer Roboter, aber ich nicht. Ja, Human Being bin ich.
Bitte verteilen Sie sich jetzt.
Yeah. Danke sehr.
Ich vertrete konsequent die Haltung. Wenn wir alle Arschlöcher wegsperren, können wir alle chillen und so.
Ja.
Dann kommt sowas wie ein Schmerz und so auch nicht an.
Ja. Ich distanziere mich auch. Das ist nicht okay. Ich finde es auch nicht okay, wenn man zur Höhle der Löwen geht, mit einer neumodischen Guillotine, die mit Sprungfedern funktioniert, statt mit einem Seil. Mit der Erklärung, die ganzen Arschlöcher gehen ja alle in ihre Raketen jetzt und wollen zum Mars und das funktioniert auch ohne Schwerkraft. Das fände ich nicht gut. Wenn man sowas wie so ein Shutter von so einer Kamera machen würde, aber mit Klinken, wo man so einen Griff seitlich machen kann, dass das auch ohne Schwerkraft geht und dass man das benutzt. Ich fände es nicht gut, wenn das jemand durchzieht.
Es gibt Luft nach oben.
Ich bin zufrieden mit der Arbeit.
Hammer. Ich bin nicht zufrieden mit Arbeit.
Wir werden eigentlich...
Das war auch meine Reaktion. Wir finden es zum
Ich bin
Ernst.
zufrieden mit der Arbeit.
Hier, das ist so, wenn man mich fragt, und Friedrich Merz, wie macht er sich so mit einem Ministerium aus Spahn und Klöckner, wo man einfach vorher schon wusste, die sind hochkorrupt. Ja, die haben irgendwelche Lobby-Skandale, stecken sich die Kohle ein, treffen sich mit dem Nestle-Chef, ja, lassen irgendwie sich 9.999 € spenden während Corona bei einer privaten Party, ja, während man den anderen Leuten sagt, nee, bloß keine Partys, alle zu Hause bleiben und dann schön Spendendinner in seiner Villa machen, ja, dass man solchen Leuten... Stimmt, Klöckner hat kein Ministerium, Klöckner ist nur Bundestagsvizepräsidentin, ne? Aber eigentlich sollten diese Leute doch in den Knast sitzen, also Spahn und Klöckner, dass sie nochmal irgendwie in irgendein Amt dürfen. Das ist ja wohl eine Peinlichkeit, dass das geht. Ja, wenn man dann fragt, wie findest du das, dass die jetzt wieder drin sind, obwohl ganz offen ist. Bei Merz weiß man doch auch, dass der mit BlackRock und Cum-Ex irgendwelche krummen Geschäfte gedreht hat. Das weiß man, das ist trotzdem unser Kanzler. Ne, man kann doch nicht einen Kriminellen zum Kanzler machen. Wer sind wir, die USA oder was? Ne, so will ich auch reagieren.
Wir werden gar nicht regiert. Nicht nur schnacken, sondern machen.
Geil, nicht nur schnacken, sondern machen. Jawohl.
Und nicht vergessen auch,
das ist so gut, einmal 13 Fragen, aber mit irgendwelchen Boomern.
Haben ihnen die kleinen Computer mitgegeben, auf denen sie ihr Feld...
Die kleinen Computer. Wir haben ihnen sowas mitgebracht. Smartphone nennt sich das. Was ist das? Ja, das ist so ein bisschen so ein Telefon, aber auch ein Computer. Ach, das ist ja... Das kann ich einfach ohne Knöpfe, kann ich drücken einfach. Ich kann auf das Bild einfach...
dass sie sich gestellt haben, einloggen müssen, damit wir das genau auswerten
Guckt euch die kleinen Computer an.
Können. Und so haben sie zu unserer Ausgangsfrage abgestimmt.
Geil. Guck mal, was sagt der Typ, den sie eben interviewt haben? Der eine. Die haben 100 Leute und einer sagt, super, wie finden Sie Merz? Gut. Auf wie viele Plätze würde Merz kommen? Alle. Alle, sehr gut, sehr gut. Ein einziger sagt, er ist sehr gut. Einer sagt 2. Es sind so 2 Leute, finden es gut. Ne? Und die sagen, naja, könnte schlechter sein, ne? Ist jetzt also nicht ganz scheiße. Ist nicht Merkel, aber naja, ne? Aber irgendwie passt das nicht. Die 100, 76, 15... Das sind ja gar nicht 100, das ist ja 91 oder zählen die in der Mitte nicht? Werden die nicht mit reingerechnet, weil das ist ja, gut, das ist ja hier, ne, die stehen ja bei 0. Ist Ingo auch eine 0? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, ja, das passt dann sind es ja 100, wenn man hier die Nullen rausrechnet. Okay, 9 haben sich enthalten. Ja, und ihr 76% sagen, ja, ist Kacke, was die da machen. Und der eine ist so richtiger Rebell. Der eine Friedrich Merz Ultra, den hat Friedrich doch bezahlt. Friedrich hat ihm doch gesagt, 100 € für jedes Mal, wenn Sie sich auf die 3 stellen. Oh, da können Sie mal rechnen.
76. Mehr als 3/4 von ihnen sagen, nein, wir werden nicht gut regiert.
Ich finde, die hätten sich Stay einladen sollen, damit er sich mal bewegt. Das fände ich auch gut, so eine Sendung mit Stay. Und dann würde ich denen immer sagen, so Meinung zu Todesstrafe und dann geht er hier so nach da, Meinung zu Habeck oder so, dann geht er nach da. Meinung zu einer richtig fettigen Lasagne, dann bleibt er stehen. Meinung zu Gemüse, dann muss er wieder rüberrennen. Meinung zu Cola, dann muss er wieder rüberhecheln. Meinung zu Sport und am Ende hat er locker 3 Kilo abgenommen. Danke sehr, Drögel, für 100 Bits. Als der Obdachlose, der Merz Buch bekommen hat, jetzt hat er es geschafft, ich glaube auch. Die sympathischste Geschichte von Friedrich Merz. Hier, Merz Laptop Buch, kann man ja einfach mal googeln, dann findet man das sicher. Hier gibt es einen Artikel vom Spiegel von 2018. Ne? Und die Geschichte passierte vor 14 Jahren, 2004. Da ist Friedrich Merz an einem Taxistand.
Marcel Hearn, I can promise you're the one that knows nothing about it. I have a BS in biochemistry and a BA in analytic philosophy. Believe it or not.
Marcel, why don't you bring your fucking candy ass in here, Marcel, and debate? Come on, Marcel, where you at?
Why do you say BA in analytic philosophy?
Bring your ass in here, Marcel!
Because it's a Bachelor of Art.
Yeah, but why do you say analytic philosophy and not just philosophy?
Because that's what it is. Because there's 2 philosophies in Arizona. There's 2 schools. One is NAU. NAU teaches what's it called? Fuck. what's the word I'm looking for?
Continental.
Continental philosophy. Is that where you like pretty much look at the stars and say, "Oh, I believe and I feel this thing. These stars are aligned in a way where."
No, that's LSD.
No.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
That's
talking
what it is.
about.
Everyone thinks. So here's the thing, okay? Philosophy majors are actually one of the hardest majors in university, but but there's a stigma behind them. Everyone thinks to this easy bullshit degree where you just go and get high as fucking talk about nothing. So they split it into two different sections. There's analytic.
than
Analytic
3.
is all like proofs. All of it is proofs. Earlier you were talking about premise.
Oh my god, Train. This is making me angry because this is probably one of the worst takes I've ever heard, and it really hurts me as someone who's in the field. That this characterization that you're painting of philosophy is probably you're actually adding harm to the field, because there is no division between analytic and continental philosophy. They're doing the exact same thing.
No, they're not.
Yeah, we can have a full-on. Let's fucking do it, Train. Let's 1v1 this.
Train, don't do it.
Of course I'm not gonna do it, dude. Why would I do it?
But this is just such an awful take. It's you're misrepresenting the field.
One is required for the other, or one
So
is necessarily
traditionally traditionally in philosophy, people have this perception that there is analytic philosophy on the one hand and continental philosophy on the other hand. So in analytic philosophy, what gets grouped into it is, it's really a heavy emphasis on like logic, and it's sort of like a mathematical approach where everything is very clearly.
Wait, Rem, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Wait, hold on. Rem, did you graduate already?
No, but I'm about to.
So I think maybe you should shut the fuck up, because Train is a graduate, alright? Sit the fuck down.
Even though he's a graduate, I guarantee I know more about the field than he does.
Okay, so without giving the 6 million things, can you just say your argument?
You're currently in it, so it's fresh in your mind. Okay, so first of all, based on how the fact that you aren't fighting for that division tells me that you're probably studying continental philosophy, and
I'm not actually. I'm studying pure analytic philosophy, but that doesn't mean that I completely disrespect a field that I don't understand.
And you're pissed that you chose that side, because if you actually studied
these are just awful takes. What is continental philosophy? Hey, Train, can you define to me what is continental philosophy? Have you read any continental philosophy?
You gave me continental. I didn't give it to you. You gave me it. You understand? You said.
Then what's this other side of philosophy that you're talking about that isn't analytic?
Rem, stop asking questions and tell us your fucking argument.
You set the value. You told me that what I'm talking about is continental. Now you're trying to use me not knowing what you decided to tell me what it was as me not being credible and saying there's two separate divisions.
Well, but so if you have a degree in philosophy, you know that analytic philosophy itself refers to a division. Like, this is very well known.
Yeah,
it's the analytic continental split.
There is a division, and anyone that takes analytic would want it divided. Right?
Okay, so you do acknowledge that it's the analytic continental divide. So stop trying to say that I'm mischaracterizing.
The same way Destiny Viewers want the Scuff podcast, they want to be divided from the goddamn fucking brainlets and the fucking smart people. The same way analytic philosophers want to be divided from the goddamn brainlets that are studying how to fucking take LSD and act like an LSD fucking addict. It's the same fucking thing.
Look, if you are in the field of philosophy, you've taken any sort of philosophy, you know the like, I don't know why, Train, you're pretending not to know what I'm talking about. You absolutely know what I'm talking about. On the one hand, you have these analytic philosophy. You were talking about proofs and all that, right? It comes from Bertrand Russell and Frege, right? And then on the other side, you have these continental thinkers like Nietzsche and Foucault and the post-structuralists and the postmodernists.
No. Okay, yeah.
What are you talking about?
If these are the people you're talking about, no. These people create a bridge between the two that is definitely credible. I'm not talking about these kind of philosophers. I actually love Nietzsche. Human, all too human, one of my favorite, okay? So don't even give me that, dude. That is an extreme example
then what are you complaining about?
That is an extreme example of greatness, dude. You understand? I'm talking about the philosophy. Now, you said continental, okay? I'm not sure. I need to go dust up on what it's called. I'm talking the shit where you're talking about nothing. It's all just speculation. You're just sitting there thinking, oh, space must just be an egg. And we are the chicken in the egg before the egg is born.
Like, you're talking about metaphysics?
Pointless. You understand?
About, like, whether, like, the nature of the world and, like, transcendental idealism and stuff? Like, whether we're actually interacting with reality or not, or whether it's, like... Is that what you're talking about? Are you just taking science for granted? Is that what you're doing, Train?
Oh my god.
What?
Rem. I understand everything now. Listen. I actually understand everything now, dude. Listen.
You know I'm a scientific anti-realist, right?
Yes.
I don't even. What the?
I don't care. Listen, listen. Ignore what it means, okay? In philosophy, you're trained to fucking speak like this. That he knows the simplified way to say it, but he's trained to speak like this because it fucking gives
When he
you more
says,
words.
so real quick, Raj, when he says scientific anti... What?
It gives you more. Listen, it gives you. Okay, so.
Well, explain what it means real quick to him.
I'll explain.
Yeah, you're like gonna like talk shit about my position without actually.
No, I'm not
explaining
gonna
what
your
it is
position.
or
I'm
letting me
gonna
explain.
give him an insight. I'm gonna give him an insight. So usually philosophers, they're pretty pretentious. They're not gonna give you the insight of things. So in philosophy, there's no test. It's all writing. Everything's just writing. Okay. Now you learn. They hint on that. Since everything's a 60-page fucking essay. How to fucking extend a simplified fucking sentence to a fucking 3-paragraph explanation of it in a fucking pretentious ass way. So he's gonna speak in ways that extend it and make it sound extremely smart when he could say a fucking one word to explain what he means.
Someone who's been trained in the field of analytic philosophy, you'll know that in our courses, if you've gone to an actual university that cares about standards, that if you actually write a single sentence that could be removed, you'll lose points. So when I took a course and I write an essay, and I include a sentence that isn't relevant to the argument, I get docked marks.
Rem, give it like 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 years, you'll realize you went to.
Train, you're being like people call me condescending. Like this is the most condescending shit I've ever seen in my life. It's pathetic because I also know exactly where you are. You're someone who actually can understand where
Vocabulary possesses fucking condescending overtone. Don't be a hypocrite.
What do you mean? You're sitting here making vague. Oh, you just write words, and these words don't really say very much. Oh, thanks, Train. There's a whole lot of substance there to your argument. Thank you so much. Oh, scientific anti-realism. Oh, really? Let me tell you what scientific anti-realism is. Oh, it's just a whole lot of bullshit. It's just a whole lot of words. Oh, that's real great.
True. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Good one, Steve. I'm sorry, Ram.
I could talk to you about this for 3 hours, Train, and I'm more than willing to because your takes are just so incredibly naive, and it's really.
Train, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm just kidding.
It's just ridiculous.
Bring him on the Royale.
You really have a degree in philosophy, and you're making just the most ridiculous. Why do you think that the debate between scientific realism and anti-realism isn't a serious debate?
Can you go to the bathroom?
Do you think all the literature on this subject is just total bullshit or something?
Ram, I think he left.
Who left me?
Oh no, you're still here?
You're listening. I'm here. I'm listening.
Oh.
Then can you answer my question? Do you think that all of these areas of philosophy are just total bullshit?
No, I don't think they're bullshit at all. I think
then why did you Okay, then why are you saying that me saying that I'm a scientific anti-realist is just a whole lot of bullshit and that you know where I'm at and that in a few years I'll just grow out of it? Why do you say
you will? You will.
Can you explain to me why? Can you actually, do you have any substance to the things you're saying other than just attacking my character?
Listen, dude. I'm not attacking. All I can tell you is with how mad you're getting, I think you know it too.
Wow, another great argument from Train. Oh, it's really great.
Listen, dude.
That's fantastic.
We'll see in 4 years, dude.
Right. He's done what you've done. Okay, he probably went to a better school than you're going to also.
Yeah, okay. Stop. Firstly, okay, to set the record straight, I'm pretty sure Train has a 2-year associate's in analytic philosophy, right? It's not a full undergrad.
I don't. I've showed my degrees. I have a Bachelor of Arts 4-year and a 4-year Bachelor of Science. Why the fuck would I get my associates?
Wait, you got a BA and a BS in analytic philosophy?
Yeah, I was a double major, yeah.
Yeah.
And I showed the degrees specifically because your Reddit didn't believe me, so I went to my Arizona house and I had it on camera, both degrees. Yes.
Are you dismissing the entire field of philosophy?
I'm not dismissing. That's just factual, dude. Listen,
wait,
I'm telling you.
part of that is factual.
The entire thing. I mean, I guess it's not factual. It's anecdotal, and I'm telling you from every philosopher I knew in my goddamn class. And philosophy is one of the smallest degrees. It's the one place where you have a personalized experience. Every other class, business, even biochem, classes of 400 fucking people, dude. Philosophy, it's classes of 6 or 7 people, dude. And it's fucking great.
What university did you go to? My 3rd-year classes have 80 people in them. You're saying
that's exactly why you have this. That's why you have this anti-realist scientific bullshit ideas. It's disconnected with reality. I mean, that's why you're going to a class of 400 people. It's not personalized. The teacher's not mentoring.
You don't even know what my position is, Train. You're just assuming my position.
You told me you're a
What do you think I mean by scientific anti-realism? Someone's calling me.
I don't know. Claims about the non-reality of unobservable entities. I don't know. The typical bullshit, the pretentious bullshit everyone spews in the first year of college. I don't know. He was shocked that I knew that, so now he's had to confirm me. He's like, "Fuck, this guy knows his shit. He's dick."
You know what he's using? He's using one of those apps that gets you out of the bad date, right? So he had to call himself, "Oh shit, I gotta go."
Listen, I don't like bringing this side of me out because I'll be honest. One, I'm not equipped. Two, I'm just fucking dumb, dude. Listen, I'm dumb now. Okay?
Master,
I've
let me
lost
go out
all-
all this once, just one time.
No, I've lost. Listen, dude. Listen.
We all knew that to begin with.
I really, Rem.
Whoa!
Listen, I really believe if you don't use it, you lose it, dude. It's that fucking simple, dude. Okay? I've gone through 8 years of pure just fucking dumbing. Just listen, dude. I've focused on my entertainment personality side. Okay? So that's the side that grew, and then my quote-unquote intellectual side, Pepe laugh, that thing died a long time ago, dude, okay? I have a goddamn BS in biochemistry. I couldn't tell you one goddamn fucking question out of one of my OChem tests, okay? Like, it's fucking terrible. All I can tell you is how goddamn trash my teacher was, and that the classes were at 7 a.m. and I fucking hated it every fucking day of my life. But then later on, I fucking missed the goddamn experience of it, but then you think about the actual specifics and it's trash. So at the end of the day, I don't know shit. I can't tell you shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
So you're
I couldn't even tell you the periodic
literally
table.
just came on here, you shit talk an entire field because you think it's
No,
entertaining.
I did not shit talk an entire field. I shit talked a section of the field that I think is complete bullshit, which is the continental side of it.
But you
excluding, not including Nietzsche.
You can't actually argue.
Nietzsche's actually great. Great, awesome dude. I recommend Human, All Too Human. Fucking amazing read. Absolutely beautiful.
Hey, Destiny.
What's up, bro?
So in political science, there's this really good area of poli-sci. It's called leftism, and like just from my experience, it's really fucking great. And there's also this like liberal side, but it's trash. I can't tell you why, but just trust me, it's really not good. That's basically what your argument is, Train.
Man,
He has a degree. He has a degree.
It was a good argument you just made. That was actually really fucking good. I actually applaud you. You already learned something from me. Good for you.
Jesus Christ. The scary thing is that I actually think you might believe that.
And the scary thing is, I actually think you might not believe it.
You think a good argument is someone telling you that you really don't like something?
No, I think a good argument is saying content of philosophy overall is pretty fucking stupid.
And then not being able to give an argument for that. So you're just stating the conclusion and can't back it up in any single way, but the argument is still good. Okay, then I'm just asking you to back it up. That's it.
I just did.
I love this motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
Rem, maybe listen better and you'll understand it, and then you can respond.
Yeah, maybe I didn't hear him say the conclusion 5 times in a row. Maybe there's something else.
You're just not
that's
listening.
Snuck in there. maybe, but I don't think so.
Do you think that's a good argument, Rem? I don't think so. Maybe.
That's true. That's all. Those are all sidesteps and deflections, but that's okay. That's what you learn in continental philosophy.
This explains all of the Train hate threads. I suddenly get them all of a sudden. I mean, I can back it up because I can actually sit here and argue for all of my positions.
No, I want to hear what Train has to say about like the actual reason why he thinks it's bullshit.
I'd love to hear Train explain to me why scientific anti-realism is dumb. I'd love to hear it.
You already told you.
No, he didn't. He said that in his experience, it's really dumb. He didn't actually say why it's dumb because he can't. Because I doubt he even ever read the primary sources on it.
Can you tell us why it's not?
Look,
I can tell. Yeah, sure. I can give you a bunch of arguments.
I'll prove it. I'll prove it to you right now. Here, dude. I got it, dude. I didn't want to pull out the big guns, but I'm gonna do it. Okay.
Give us the meme. Come on, go ahead.
So, let me ask you this. Okay. We can agree that my reasoning behind content of philosophy, mostly being stupid, is unabsorbable. Correct?
No, that's just no. Because if you're going to actually point to real text,
answer the question. Have you heard anything? Have I produced
Did you not hear me say no?
I haven't.
You're okay too,
Okay.
I guess.
So
I said no. It's not unobservable because your reasoning behind it can be by pointing to actual positions within the
Destiny, I
field.
can't
No,
believe
I'm
that
asking
Twitch
you,
streamers
have I
Dan
produced
and
anything
Train are this
that you've been
shallow.
able to observe?
Unbelievable.
No, because you haven't actually given
Exactly. So let's tie this back to your scientific anti-realism. Use that exact thing to understand why I can say content of philosophy is completely fucking stupid, and you have to just accept that.
Are you just saying everything is feels right now, Train?
Listen,
What
dude.
is this?
Listen, dude, it's already
This
game over.
is- you know, this
If you
actually- this is
actually took any philosophy right there, you just realized you just got shut down. It's done. It's actually finished.
Train, this is actually why we have to write more than a sentence, because sometimes a sentence doesn't make any
Listen,
fucking
you
sense.
give it 4 or 5 years, okay, and you'll understand what just happened.
Wait, can you explain to everybody else what just happened?
Yeah, can you enlighten all of us, because this is some like.
How old are you, Rem? How old is Rem?
You can tell, can't you? Train's
Hey,
could
can't
probably
tell.
just hone in right on his age.
Yeah,
I assume
he
he's
knows
like
all
19
about
or
me.
20.
Oh shit.
He knows my entire life.
If he's close to if he's close to graduating,
He's
no,
21.
he's not 19 or 20.
21.
I am 19. You're sort of like Bad Bunny, actually, Train, in that the only way you
Whoa.
can attack is by attacking.
When Rem can't defend himself, he starts making fun of people.
Dude, these
Shut the fuck up, Dad.
At this point, dude. What's that called for people that
At this point, you're so
bad
insecure
faith
in your own
actor?
position that the
Bad
only
faith
way you can
actor.
justify
Oh,
to yourself
no.
Is that what it is, a bad faith actor?
is by attacking my age, my potential institution, how many years I've been in college. That's all
Look at him
you've
Gish
got.
Gallop, Train. Look at him Gish
That's all
Gallop.
you
He's
got.
straw manning all
If
over
you
the
were
place.
actually a true philosopher that understood the positivity and weight of both sides coming together, you wouldn't attack my attacks with attacks. You'd be bigger than that. So obviously, sounds to me that you haven't learned much yourself.
Oh, you're just fucking memeing. You're just memeing.
I'm not.
Dude, it's
memeing.
just
This
a
is
prank,
This is
bro.
philosophy. What I'm doing right now is philosophy. What I'm doing right now is continental philosophy, and I'm proving you wrong.
Oh, wow, that's a really good argument, Train.
Using my continental philosophical skills on you right now. Right now. This is what I'm doing. That's why it's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Do you
I'm
also
proving
do-
you right that I'm
know
right.
Okay, wait, hold on. Just so people in chat, wait, does anyone here actually even know the difference between continental and analytic philosophy?
No, Ram was supposed to tell us, but then he started ranting about some other shit.
Okay, wait. I don't actually.
No, hold on. No, no one would let me define it. Train just kept wanking on about how he doesn't like.
Okay, wait. Can you
continental
explain it, or do you want me to explain it, or just?
Actually, my whole point is that this division that Train is drawing doesn't exist. It's a bullshit division. There's no distinction between all philosophy is philosophy. But Train likes to dismiss this area of philosophy because he obviously just doesn't have the balls to actually read it.
I thought that analytic philosophers and continental philosophers were usually like, isn't one more general and one is more like specific in terms of like their scope for what they do?
No. So, for example, people think that continental philosophy is dealing with. A lot of people will start with metaphysics, so they'll start with something like a metaphysical being and the very nature of something existing, and then they'll go from there in their sort of arguments. Well, a lot of analytic philosophers want to start with language, for example, and they'll say that, well, to even begin doing philosophy, we have to look at the way in which our language is structured. And so there's these two sort of distinct ways about starting with philosophy. And these philosophers from these traditions have imposed this division upon themselves, when in reality, at the very root of it, they're investigating the exact same type of questions. You know, what is truth? What is the true nature of the world? You know, what is the role of like mathematics and science? Like, they're all doing the same thing. It's just that the way that they talk about it is different. They use different styles of writing. That's
I
the
feel like
only the division that exists.
I feel like Rem's trying to sell me to Christianity right now.
Hey, Train, can you name me an analytic philosopher and a continental philosopher?
Why do you do these purity tests? I don't get it.
Well, because he's making he's making claims about the field, but I don't actually think he knows anything about the field.
You're gonna win like 9 times out of 10 just because people don't keep this shit in their heads. Like, come on, man.
Well, no, he's basically saying that, you know, all continental philosophy is bullshit, but he can't actually pick a continental philosopher and tell me why they're wrong.
Why not
He
just
can't
ask
do
him
that.
for a concise argument?
I have. No, Train, can you actually explain to me why you think all continental philosophy is bullshit?
If you go back,
give me an instance of that?
If you go back in the VOD,
Give me an instance of it.
If you go back in
Look,
the
you're
VOD,
saying that these certain philosophers do this. Now tell me
if you
who
didn't-
has done that.
You gotta let him fucking talk. Shut the fuck up.
If you go back in the VOD, you'll see I didn't say all. I said most. That's number one.
Okay, then give me one.
I think Nietzsche is great, and I think he's bridged the gap of the distinction.
Okay.
But he is part of a very small army of now, unfortunately, extinct philosophers that can bridge that gap. Now it's just a goddamn fucking. It's just listen. It's two.
Okay,
two
so
we're
tell
talking
me,
a
who
goddamn
are
wall
these-
in between.
Yeah, tell me, who are these awful philosophers? Give me an example.
I'm sorry, I can't.
No, I didn't think you could, because there aren't philosophers that engage in the type of thinking that you're talking about.
I feel like I'm in a conversation with my girlfriend, and she says, "When was the last? Like, give me an example of what you mean by this." Listen, this was like fucking 6 months ago. I can't give you an exact. Listen, this is 10 years ago. I can't. I told you before this. I can't drop you these specific names.
Your argument goes like it's like me saying like
Bertrand Russell. Okay, there's an analytic. Okay, like it makes no fucking sense at all to why, like, as Atlas said, these purity tests you're running. Here's what happened: you lost you lost the argument. So now you're using a purity test. You're literally. What you're doing is you're sidestepping to a purity test, hoping this purity test, if I get one thing wrong, this is literally done by
it's not a purity test. It's not. Can I explain why?
Can I explain my point first before you?
I understand what you're saying.
This is what people do. So many people do this in politics. If they lose the general argument, they'll stick to one specific thing, a purity test of sorts. And if you mess that up, they discredit your entire argument that they just lost by saying, oh, you don't know the name of this philosopher. Give me an example. Listen, it is irrelevant to our conversation. I'm talking about the general practice of continental philosophy versus the general practice of analytic philosophy. That's what I talked about. And you lost that. It's over.
Okay, now let me give you actually what your argument. So it's basically making the claim like, for example, all members of this race engage in X. And then I'm asking you, hey, can you name me a single member of that race that actually engaged with X? And then you're completely unable to give me anyone who engaged in X.
We're not talking about people engaging in X.
Train, will you let me finish?
I apologize.
You're making a claim about a group of philosophers who are doing something, okay? I ask you, hey, can you actually name me a single philosopher who does what you describe? And no, you fucking can't. So your argument doesn't make any sense. You're making a claim about an area of philosophy that simply doesn't exist.
I'm talking about an area of philosophy that does exist, and you are fighting for that exact area of philosophy.
Where is it?
It's not a
Give me
it's
evidence.
a general practice of it.
Well, it doesn't exist if you can't name anyone who's doing it.
Do you see what you're doing? How does me naming?
No, I really don't. I see you not being able to give your argument because you haven't actually read on the subject.
I see you running a purity test on me naming 3 philosophers that practice the goddamn art.
No, I'm asking for one.
Listen, I don't need to tell you who practices it to tell you the art of it is stupid. Do I need to name, if I say football is dumb, do I need to say, oh, well, Terry Holt, who plays for the fucking Rams, plays in this way and it's a fucking meathead sport, so football is dumb. No,
Guys,
I say football,
all the leftists want to kill white people. I can't tell you who, but I swear to God, there's tons of leftists wanting to kill
I'm not saying that people who are the ones that are wrong. I'm saying the art of continental philosophy is fucking just, there's no basis. Do you understand? It's an abstract, it's a baseless,
but what is abstract if no one's
not bound to reality? Do you understand?
Yeah, but who's doing it? You're talking about something that's not even existing then.
Any sort of realism. Do you understand? It's not.
So you're complaining about something that doesn't exist. You're complaining about an area of philosophy that no one engages in. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not. I never made this about people who. I never made it about the people who engage or don't, or choose to engage or choose not to engage. I'm talking about the field itself is baseless. It's
okay, but in order for there to be a field, there has to be people in that field.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So who's in the field? No, you're making a claim about a very specific area.
I'm saying the field is stupid. Why are you?
Oh my God, Train, are you this stupid?
The field is dumb.
Train.
No, that is the stupidest.
Yeah, but Train, you're complaining about a field, but can't actually prove that the field exists. You're just saying that it exists, but can't prove it.
It exists. You prove it exists. You are spewing dog shit because that is what you study.
I didn't realize I'm a professional philosopher.
You just presented yourself as one, and now you're backpedaling.
I think he's just asking you for
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, I'm asking for an example.
You're the epitome of continental
Okay, so
philosophy.
there actually is an interlocutor problem here. Okay, so what Train is saying is basically saying that X theory is dumb as fuck. And Rem is saying, who is the founder or professor of X theory? And Train is saying, I don't need to know who the founder or professor of said theory is to say that said theory is dumb. So your mismatch here is that, Rem, you're looking for people that are professing this. Train isn't necessarily saying somebody's professing this. He's just saying that this idea itself is stupid. Now, I think if
No, but Destiny, how did this start? This started by Train attacking a whole area of philosophy of actual people engaging.
Sure, but like if you wanted to have like a conversation here to dunk on Train, then the dunk would be like, if you wanted to dumpster on Train and you want to win the debate, what you have to ask him is you have to say, hey, What is a specific claim made by a continental philosopher that you disagree with, and why? That would be like.
I've already asked him that
and what was
multiple
his,
times,
then,
but
yeah,
he
then
refuses
just
to
get,
answer.
but then if he refuses
Okay,
to
then
answer, then you win. Then it's
Okay,
over.
I'll tell you a basic one. I'll tell you a basic one. Okay.
There we go.
Outside of this, listen. If there's any, listen. A basic one would be something like, continental philosophers, they reject the view that the natural sciences are the most accurate way of understanding.
I
the
believe
world.
that. I absolutely don't believe. Like, I don't believe that
Okay, well,
science
then there you
tells us
go,
the true
dude.
nature. But hold on, Train.
There you
Analytic like, do you realize that a huge portion of analytic philosophers fully support that view, and that view stems from like some core logical positivists who are literally the arch analytic philosophers, right? Like that comes from people like Carnap and Schlick and the logical
Do you see what
positivist
you're doing right
movement.
now? Do you see what you're doing?
No,
right now?
do you want
No,
like
you're
we
not.
can have an
No, you're
argument
not.
about
These are
scientific
all-
realism?
Listen, this is what you learn.
You're
in
calling this
continental
argument.
philosophy.
You're calling
you
this
learn
position
how to
dumb, but you
bullshit.
can't argue
You are
why.
Dude, someone go in the VOD. I want you to dissect what he's saying. It's bullshit. It's dodging. It's deflecting. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
No, it's
That's
not.
what continental
You're
philosophy
calling a
is.
position
It's
dumb. I want you to
bullshitting.
explain why it's dumb.
Listen,
Train,
this is why
can you tell me why that
this is
position's
why
dumb?
philosophers become lawyers. A lot of philosophers become lawyers because they're good
Look at these
bullshitters.
ad
They know how to
homs.
bullshit.
So
they're not
pathetic.
ad homs. This is a lot of philosophers
No, you
go
can't
into
actually.
law for this
Look,
exact.
this is Train. Hey guys, this position's dumb. Don't ask me why. I just promise me it's dumb. You know, it's totally dumb. Don't make me explain why. I swear to God, it's dumb. But Train can't actually engage in the argument.
Answer, and you've rejected my answer, and that rejection itself proves the distinction between analytic and continental. You
Can
reject.
you do both, or is that like impossible?
Of course you can do both. I did both. Everyone does both. Like if you take
Oh, okay.
if you take analytic, you'll
wondering.
take courses that are in
Oh
the
my
field of
God.
continental.
Wait a second, hold on, wait.
That's
Can
not
I
how
ask a
that
question?
works.
Wait, Rem, hold on. I was under the impression that that analytic philosophers generally were like, would we draw a distinction between scientific realism versus anti-realism? Like in terms of like whether or not they believe that the natural sciences can provide a good account of the world? I thought analytic scientists generally did believe that. Is that not true?
I mean, yeah. No. The majority of philosophers, period, continental or analytic, believe that. Like,
Sure,
they
but if
are
we were
in
talking
general
about
scientific
about a
realists.
specific divide between a continental versus an analytic philosopher, an analytic
No, I mean,
philosopher would be more
I
likely to
don't-
say that like
look.
so
I don't know why Train is bringing up scientific realism, anti-realism. It has nothing to do with the analytic continental debate. It's
Well,
just
because-
it's not a good argument to bring up with because most continental philosophers are not engaged with philosophy of science.
but
that's not
sure,
what they're
but that's
investigating.
not exactly. But the question was like, what is one claim that like a continental philosopher might make? And then we went over.
Well, no,
this
so
claim.
I could even attack him right there because a continental philosopher wouldn't be making that claim in the first place because that's not the type of question that they're engaged with.
So you're telling
And
me
I
that
don't know-
continental and analytic philosophers generally have the same view on whether or not the natural sciences like provide a
Yeah,
positive account of the world?
I would say yeah that most do
No,
agree
not
that.
generally. No, not generally. No.
Can you name me a continental who's a scientific anti-realist, Train?
No, I
No, you
cannot.
can't. So shut
I
the fuck
can't
up.
name. I can't name.
You're
I can't
making
name
these
you any
claims
other.
about-
I just
You
told you I
can't-
can't name you any. I can't name you any. But generally, this
Then
is what
stop
it is.
making
From
claims
all
about
everything I
the
did do-
positions that people hold in philosophy. Stop trying to say that these people hold this and these people hold that. If you can't actually name anyone who holds
Okay,
any
fine.
positions at all.
Then you do the same. So you're saying generally. You're saying
No, but
generally.
I actually know. I know.
Okay, so
I
Okay,
know
hold
who
on. So
hold
real quick,
positions.
I'm literally,
all the
I'm just ripping this from the wiki, so I could be wrong.
So-
but
so
this says
out of all
continental
the
philosophers.
continental
Hold on,
philosophers-
real quick. This is supports your argument. Continental philosophers generally reject the view that the natural sciences are the only or most accurate way of understanding natural phenomena. This contrasts with many analytic philosophers who consider their inquiries as continuous with or subordinate to those of the natural sciences. Continental philosophers often argue that science depends upon a pre-theoretical substrate of experience, a version of conscient conditions of possible experience, or the phenomenological life world, and that science methods are inadequate to fully understand such conditions of intelligibility. So wouldn't this mean that like somebody like Kant would make this argument that the natural sciences aren't a sufficient way of describing the world? What? It's literally
Is this
Wikipedia. It's not. I'm not even on the.
No, okay, then I don't give a fuck. This like, no.
That's
Wikipedia is
written
not
by
a
the
source.
capitalists. Written by capitalists.
No, well, no, it's not. No.
God could come down to him right now, dude, and he won't believe. He'd rather
No,
fucking
find that
somehow
on the
theorize
SCP,
that
Destiny,
God is
and I'll
actually
believe
the
it.
fucking devil, and the devil's tricking him because he's found some
God,
truth.
Destiny,
And
come
the-
on. Like this is
trust me, dude. Okay.
like real low-hanging fruit here. Like you're really going to Wikipedia
Continental
for one
philosophy
of the
is
most
low-hanging
complex.
fruit.
Okay, so then
distinctions
here's
that exist within philosophy, Destiny.
wait. Well, firstly, your argument is that there is no distinction, right? Now you just said it's a very complicated distinction.
Well, no, hold on. No, hold on.
Welcome to
I believe that
continental
there's a-
philosophy.
No.
this is what I'm saying, is that there are philosophers who believe that they're doing something entirely different. They believe that they're engaging in a different type of subject matter, but at the root of it, they're doing the same thing. That's what I'm saying, Destiny.
Okay, I can't hear you guys trying to scream in the background. Okay.
It's like, imagine like there's people wearing red hats and there's people wearing blue hats, and they believe that they're actually not wearing the same type of thing, but actually they're both wearing hats. It's the same type of thing. Right? Doesn't that make sense, Destiny?
Wait, no, I don't understand.
It's a self-imposed distinction.
That if both sides are imposing the distinction, then
yes.
Doesn't that mean there's a distinction, or?
No, not necessarily. If two groups of people believe that they are of a different type of species, it doesn't actually mean that they're different species.
This sounds like a very analytic thing to say. So you're saying there's some underlying matter that we could analyze to determine?
Oh, Destiny, don't.
I'm so sorry. This is what you get for coming on and harassing me, okay?
Dude, so you got people like McDowell.
Well.
Alan Wood.
I think, for example, our local analytic philosopher here, Mr. Train, definitely wouldn't consider Brandon an analytic philosopher, Marty. Please watch your mouth.
I mean, I don't know why. I mean, like, the university that he's in basically only accepts, quote.
I agree. I agree, Marty. But look, Train here knows what continental philosophy is. He knows. So
mostly everyone that's in this chat that has seen Destiny in many arguments, and as soon as people have any sort of tone close to yours right now, they realize how wrong that person is and how mad they are.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Wow, good talk, guys.
Are we done here?
I think so. Okay.
Yeah, but there's also philosophers who make the argument that, like, all black people aren't people, so it doesn't give much credence to the position.
Marty, listen, Marty comes in here and gives like fucking 10 examples supporting you. You say you praise him as the fucking moderator now, and then he gives one, you jump to some extreme fucking example of there's also people that say black. Like, what the fuck? This is exactly the example of content of philosophy. Just delusional people. Literally, Smarties. It's insane to me, dude.
Marty, do you think I'm a continental philosopher?
No. I mean,
you're arguing like one right now. I'll tell you that.
Marty, do you think I'm arguing like a continental philosopher?
I don't know what it means to argue. Argue like a
I don't either. I really don't either.
Marty, go ahead and someone send Marty this VOD, and we'll teach Marty a new thing here. What it sounds like to argue like a continental philosopher. We'll title it that. Send this to Marty. Okay, I'll cover the shipping costs. and this will be your video, Marty.
All right,
You know, Marty actually.
Does arguing like a continental philosopher, is that just analytic? Is that just an analytic statement to mean bad philosophy?
No, it's actually an
Yeah,
ad hominem statement, or ad hominis.
Okay.
Marty, Train has a degree in analytic philosophy.
All right, are we good in here? Can we put this one to rest, please? I hope you suffered, Ren. I hope it felt bad.
Like, I don't think I've ever suffered this much in
Really?
your voice chat before.
Actually,
no,
technically,
like, this is the worst.
Yeah, actually, that was a good distinction. In the voice chat, I was going to say, if you're taking any sort of continental philosophy, you have suffered this much. That's one thing I will add to that.
Yeah, Destiny, can you give me a TLDR of this?
Continental philosophers are real dumb, I think is the...
Hell yeah,
Just an
brother.
analytic statement, right? So just continental just means being bad at philosophy.
Yep, that's what he's saying.
But Train actually can't name a single continental philosopher, Marty.
Wait, I can't name a single continental philosopher?
You literally, yeah.
You name like 3 already for me. It means nothing to the argument. Like,
Yeah, it does, because you're making a claim about the field, but then you can't
it's a
actually
purity
support
test.
your
It's a
argument.
purity test, and it's completely it is irrelevant to the argument.
No, you're making a claim about the state of philosophy right now. You're making a claim about what certain people are doing, but you're not able to actually show that these people exist in the way that you describe.
Sure, but
That's
you're not
the issue,
asking
Train.
that question.
The people existing is irrelevant. I'm talking about the field itself, the art of it. You understand?
So again, so ultimately it just doesn't exist. Is that what you're saying? Because no one actually does what you're describing.
They do. Oh my god, dude.
Well,
this is-
who? If you're saying they
this
do,
is
then tell me who.
Dude, you are practicing continental philosophy right now as we speak, and you don't know it.
What does that mean?
You're bullshitting.
What
You're
does that
bullshitting out of a goddamn
So again,
argument that
so
you just
continental
got
to
fucked
you,
in.
yeah, it's like what Marty said. So continental just means being bad.
No, it means bullshitting.
Okay, so are
What's the
Holocaust deniers
distinction?
doing
Oh
doing
no, did I
continental
walk
philosophy?
into...
What?
Are Holocaust deniers doing continental philosophy?
Are Holocaust?
Rem,
Wait,
do you
what?
know-
Say that again.
You said that continental philosophy is bullshitting.
Rem, do you know the distinction between bullshit and lying?
1 sec, my phone's gonna die.
Let's be honest, dude. If we want to get down to the real memes, I mean, philosophy and bullshit are just fucking synonymous. Let's get into the real fucking memes, okay? If you want to go, if we're this far into it, dude, let's just start with that. Rem, take it away.
Say nothing if you agree, Bram.
True.
I'm charging my phone.
What do you have like any other shows in the work, or are you just chilling with your Scuff podcast now?
Scuff podcast. I mean, I'm working on some stuff, but I'm sleeping a lot, dude. I'm sleeping a lot, and I'm dreaming, and you know.
Nothing
just
wrong with
sleeping.
dreaming.
Oh, of course there's nothing wrong. Rem here's made a goddamn career out of it.
He literally asked you to repeat what you said so that he could get his dick in.
Wow.
Oh my god.
No, like I want to argue, but I don't want to get to this far where it's like, you know, the dude gets dumpstered. Like I just feel bad.
Wait, I
I don't think.
just
Wait a
stop.
minute.
Let's just stop, okay?
Yeah, let's.
It's funny because like Destiny, the next time we're in a call together, you're not doing it now, but you're literally going to be laughing about how fucking stupid Train's take was. But because of
I'll tell him right now. I think his take is dumb as fuck. But I mean, I think he knows.
Okay.
I don't know if he knows it or not. It's just funny because you get really mad about it.
No,
I'm
he
sorry.
definitely doesn't know it. I thought he was trolling at first too, but he seriously believes what he's saying.
I'm pretty sure that like deep down, I don't think Train really cares that much about this stuff, and I
don't
think
care,
he's arguing just to argue.
Well, no, he does care, but then he's pretending that he doesn't care.
I mean, dude, once again, right now you're exercising continental philosophy.
Okay, stop. I can't tell anymore who's.
No,
being-
I'm being serious. He's reading my mind and telling me it's the truth. That's literally what they do. They literally say, "Oh, well, I can't prove this, but I know, I dream it, I envision it. This is what he's doing."
Okay, I don't think continental philosophy is like divination. I don't think it's like interpreting dreams.
Listen, dude. Let me tell you this, okay? What you read Destiny. So like, well, we can meme. Okay, at the end of the day, we can meme. You can say my take's stupid. Save face with Rem. Rem's upset. You can tell on his tone, right? I just exercise it right there too.
See, Destiny, I'm serious.
Okay, no.
It's
So like continental and analytic
philosophers
philosophers in the past, right? Even if there was a much greater division, have both like contributed like really valuable things to like the overall field of philosophy.
Of course. No, of course, and that's why I said most.
Sure,
Like,
but I don't think you can just broadly write off like all continental philosophy is bad, especially when like well no, but like even to attack it broadly, like I'm pretty sure that continental and analytic philosophy are both such broad terms that it doesn't even really make sense to group all of them together. In the same way that like postmodernist doesn't, you're not really attacking like a particular thought when you say that. You're not really saying anything of substance, right?
Postmodernism is the ultimate form of continental philosophy.
Sure, but yeah, I'm just saying that like I don't
reading everything you read was exactly like it was exactly on the point of what I was saying. And now Rem brought up something about something, and now you're like, oh yeah, I think it's stupid. But everything you read, like ignore what I said. Just look at what you read. It's exactly what I said. Literally.
Yes, look at that unmodern, like not scholarly source
so,
at
like,
all Wikipedia article.
No. Okay.
Oh, rust, 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 rust.
Down of I don't understand the split and the way people are mad at that, but Twitch.
Basically, if you make over $100,000, they're gonna start like peeling back your split. Basically, I think it's like from 70% to 50-50 for ads or something like that, maybe even less. But it's for people that make over 100,000 a year.
100,000 a month. 100,000 a month.
No, it's a year.
You go for 100,000 a year. You're cut down on your incentives or whatever, or what?
They just like reduce your.
Wait, it's 100,000 a year?
Yeah, 100,000 a month. That's like fucking 4 streamers.
No, it's at least the top 100.
You think the top 100 streamers are making 100,000 a year on?
I thought
the top 2,000 make that amount. What are you talking about?
Yeah, bro. I literally make like just on Twitch alone, I make like 200,000 a month just for Twitch alone. So like I assume if I'm doing that, at least the top 100 or 500 are.
Bro, you're like the 5th biggest fucking streamer on the site, and XPC is like the biggest streamer on the site. Yeah, of course your guys' numbers are huge.
Top 2,000 makes 100K a year, I would assume.
Yeah, if it's 100K a year, then like I have issue not for myself.
It's 100,000 a year in only subscription revenue, I think.
Yeah, but still, very few mid-sized, small creators even understand ads to like that's ridiculous, bro. 100,000 a year for like that's an issue. Like they should be taxing me more, and they should be taxing others more, but they shouldn't be taxing 100,000 a year. That's a little ridiculous. I mean, not even when the fucking U.S. government itself, a capitalist nation, drops that shit. It's you know what I'm saying? Like what 100,000 a year?
Well, go talk to. Listen, I don't know. Go complain to Twitch.
Oh my God, that is some corrupt shit, bro. A year? Like tax me, fucking all. Take that hit. I mean, as long as you're putting that money towards something else, not in your.
Ask me go to Virgin. Ask me go to Virgin. Ask me go to Virgin. Ask me go to Virgin.
Okay.
Ask me go to Virgin.
Okay.
Ask me go to Virgin.
Okay.
Ask me go to Virgin.
Come here.
He trying to be with me and my community got him learning. He thinking this shit tough. He think it's sweet until we stern him. What the fuck you saying? None of this shit concern him. Ask me go to Virgin. Ask me go don't get no ass. SUC don't get no ass.
Nope.
DDG
Me?
get hella ass.
What me?
DDG get hella
What me? Why you say fuck me? Why you say fuck me for?
DDG
What did I do? Why you say fuck me for? I didn't do anything.
Rocking shit. I got chains and riches and layers. What the fuck is you talking about? SQC, I've been rocking riches. What the fuck is you talking about? I don't see you niggas in my picture. I don't even know you niggas. I don't even know you niggas. You the type
What leg in this picture?
Ask me go look like my English teacher. Nigga, come teach me something. Fuck is you talking about? Nigga, you a bitch. You a leech or something. You niggas is hoes. You pussy. You ain't never outside. Niggas is pussy. Ask me go, you got slapped in your face. You ain't never gonna slide. You a hoe ass nigga. Pussy. You just stay on your computer.
Pussy.
Yeah, is it hot in that car chat or what?
You niggas not commuters.
Pussy.
You niggas stay at home dads.
Pussy.
Niggas stay at home. I can't say that word unless it was on kick.
Pussy.
The fuck you talking about, bitch? Thinking that shit ain't slick? That KCIP you posted on your page, that ain't shit. I rock that shit. I spit that shit. the money you made last month, I blew that shit. Yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm rich. Yeah, I'm turned. For real.
I mean, he's just clowning it, but Loki is gonna. The freestyle is better than fucking 21's new album. But and I'm a 21 Glazer too, because I love how still you're still linking this. You're still linking this.
Asman is known for not going outside. All right.
Not sure he usually goes outside.
X can go outside. I'm exposing. X is just too lazy to start up his TVU backpack and set it up to go outside. Chat, I said it. I'm leaking. That's why this guy is an IRL stream. He's too lazy to get somebody to set up the TVU backpack for him. That is why.
And then do what outside.
That is why.
And then do what outside. Where I gathered some rocks, fucking go at the beach and get some fucking seashells. Like, what the fudge, man? Because I love IRL, but bro, like, not much else to do, man. I think there's a lot of things to do, actually. Hey, I'll look at your link. I'll look at your link.
Did you see you are in the new McDonald's AI swap hat? You need to check it.
Well, like, hello, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. I'm saying. Okay, so. I'm saying the only thing the reason why I said that is because she said what she said.
Regardless of the fact that is not how you carry yourself. That is not how you talk to a woman. First of all, I raised you way better than that. So guess what? Your ass is coming home since you think you're grown. I'm booking your flight tomorrow. So Kai can't even think of anything like that. I'm so confused. Like, did you really tell that woman that?
No, that's Kappa.
Are you losing your mind?
Well, Jesus. That's gotta be Kappa.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
That's gotta be Kappa. That's gotta be.
All the nominees are supposed to get like red carpet time, right? You're supposed to get like an interview. Like that's one of the big things is like you get a red carpet interview because you're nominated for an award. Me, SK, and Boger got like kicked because like they were like, yeah, we're behind. Sorry, like we're just gonna move on from you. And then somebody like a bigger like another streamer walked like right around us and just went up and they just did the interview and I was like, okay.
Who is that though? What was her though?
So like
but what's her though? Like, say for example, I had this Forbes thing one day. I had this Forbes thing. It was this Forbes article thing. I was like, you know what? They want to do a photo shoot. I was like, sure. I'll show up the photo shoot, right? Guess how the article? Remember that? And then they asked for an interview. With questions afterwards, and I was like, "Yo, I can't be fucked. It's too much time. Whatever. I'm not gonna do that, right?" And you know what happens? They ended up making the main article, the main Forbes list profile. They ended up making it kind of a hit piece on me, and I was like, "Yo, really?" I was like, "Really? Is that what the fuck we do these days?" And that's kind of how it was, and I that's how it is with a lot of other big articles or big fucking awards or whatever, right? Like, trying not being a bad person. I'm not a bad person.
Not good to be. It's not good to be totally fucking cut off from the rest of the space. It's my greatest strength, I would say, is that, you know, I have the capacity to socialize with people, unlike many of my other counterparts in this sphere. In a way that like Asmongold can't, for example, you know?
What?
He could. He just he could do it too. It's just his politics are doo-doo.
What? Guys, socializing, politics. You can only choose one. Imagine acting like he doesn't socialize because his politics are bad. Nobody wants to discuss politics. But I don't know who he meets in real life. Nobody wants to go out there and socialize at a fun event and go, what are your politics? These are doo-doo politics. What are you talking about? Yo, this is not your uncle's fucking Christmas party, okay? Like, it's a friend fun event. Nobody's talking about politics over there, dude. Jesus Christ. What the fuck's wrong with this guy? What the fudge?
Yes, I think it's interesting.
Chapel.
You guys want to do that? Go do that.
So sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. Hello.
Yes, I think.
What the fuck is this?
Is it? Go do that.
So sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. Hello.
Yes, I think.
Odd. What else we got? This is like 10 months old. Fuck, you're right. Jeez. Yeah, Jack. What else? Anything fun today, Jack? Any drama? Yeah, it's an old. It's old clip. Old clip.
And people all the time. I want to let you know that here's the truth, right? Is that the people that go around and say this shit about you, they don't like you. They would not be around you. If you didn't have a lot of viewers, they would be saying that you're a bad person. And as soon as you understand that as a content creator, you can understand how to have a healthy relationship with other people on a professional level without expecting them to act in good faith in your best interest.
True.
So that's the problem. Like, for example,
I've learned
Silky,
that.
if you had 100 viewers, Cutie would be calling you homophobic all the time. They'd be saying this about you all the time. They wouldn't interact with you. They wouldn't have anything to do with you.
It's why, believe it or not, that people have started doing clicks a lot. Yeah, you guys not noticed? There's a lot more clicks these days, a lot more groups, because people like to be in big circles with orbiters. And what happens then is that if you're an orbiter, you are protected from that phenomenon. You know, maybe you have 5 viewers, whatever. If you're part of a clique, whatever, you're usually protected to a certain degree. It is what it is. That's how it's been.
They don't like you. They like your position. These guys are young. They're probably not used to it, but that's the way it is.
Your brain's wired into fucking super for all the fucking children on my bait. What are you talking about? What is that was wrong? What is that was wrong?
The reason why they say that about you is because they're trying to please their audiences of weirdos on Twitter that call you homophobic and complain about you all the time. They don't really care about you. They don't like they probably don't even really like your content. Or maybe they pretend to not like it, but they actually do, but they're pretending on the internet for these other fans.
You didn't fry me. I fried your mother last night. Brother. I fucked your mother.
The fact
That's
is
it.
that a lot of these people only interact with you, they only talk to you, they're only friends with you because you have a lot of clout and you have viewers, or you're friends with people that have clout and have viewers. The pursuit of a relationship or an interaction with you, is
chat,
purely
guys,
to their benefit.
I'm gonna tell you how it is. The problem with streaming, this is the problem, is that he's talking about being professional and then being a friend, right? The problem with streaming is that people will pick and choose what they're being based on what they can gain out of the public. So it's like, oh guys, oh yeah, me and him, we talk together. We talk together as friends, of course friends. And he backstabbed me. How could he do this to me? How could he do it to me? When they know for a fact that they were just fucking out there, just playing a social game, doing the whole fucking charade. Like, you know how it is. Come on, bro. Like, anybody who doesn't see through this is a child. You're a child.
Benefit and to your detriment. To the
Yo, Ludwig has mastered this. I'm not trying to be rude, guys. We all know. What do you people call him? Jellywig? Because that's what he does. That's what he does, dude. Like, come on, bro. Yeah, dude. It's hard to tell what he does. Okay, he said that himself. He said, guys, about you remember the things about like the funerals? Like, oh, I can't name any streamers I would go to the funeral to, right? Like, that's gonna what he means by that. That's perfectly fine. Huh? Me and Steve Ronaldo, we do both because new age streamers are actually pretty decently mature and they can do both. That's what I like. It's the only reason why I like Stabe out of all the other fucking cuck lords is that he can do both. It's a rare thing. Not a lot of people can do both. Not a lot of people can do both. I can count on one hand the amount of people that can do both. But people I can say, yo dude, fuck you, so my balls, and then go off and they go, yo, we're chilling, right? And then you go on there and not throw anybody under the bus. Like, you know what I mean? That's chill. That's chill. Look at Jason reacted to Rakai. That she said, Kikiri, you're obviously close. Like what? I mean, look, guys. Look how everybody defended the fucking, the comments and said, oh, no, that's cap. Whatever Stocky's saying is cap. Look how many people jump to the defense. Because business kicks in. Business kicks in, survival kicks in, and as soon as public opinion starts to swap, oh, actually, guys, this has been debunked. Wait a minute, hold on. That's a bad thing? Guys, what a bad thing. I cannot believe that they would say this, something like this. How outrageous. Like, it's Jellywig. It's jelly. It's jelly spot. It's odd.
I'm not joking. Were people incentivized to go? Like, did you of course bring up the money? Did they get money or did they get something out of Twitch to go or no? They just went. Honestly.
Nobody got paid for this shit, what?
They were paid? Oh, I didn't know that. Shit. Cutie, let me know. Oh, they were paid. I didn't fucking know.
Nobody was paid. What is he talking
You
about?
were hating? I am a hater. I am a hater. Oh, I am. I am. Yeah, dude, again, I really do fuck with Ray. I think he's cool. I think he's funny. But Ron definitely deserved it. I mean, who cares? Guys, it's a rigged award system. That every streamer...
This is the beyond jobless news, yes.
I'm a victim of it. They give their attention to, bro. You know? It's very interactive and it's engaging. But yeah, I mean, like, whatever. If I'd thrown awards, which would be me, Train, Asmon, XQC, some others, Lowe's, it'd be great. It'd be a good time. It won't be just the Kick Awards, though. But yeah.
That also means YouTube and all that. I don't know what this is. I think QD should make a representative for LSF or you should try to get together. I'm not. Next up. What else we got? Most useless ban ever. Busy stream on Twitch, unban him at this point. Yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, I'm not trying to be weird, but you guys,
what are you getting me for Christmas?
Guys, Twitch is gonna get fried. They're gonna fry themselves. Twitch, they will fry themselves like 100%. They're exposing themselves for no reason. Like, I don't know. I think it's odd.
Invented.
Let me tell
term
you.
Pogger.
Let me tell you. So the W and the L actually came from like older streamers like Los Polos.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Flight Reacts,
Mhm.
Cash Nasty, Soul Illuminati.
Cash Nasty.
It was always in the YouTube videos. There's been W, shit like that.
yeah.
And so and like we came from the YouTube side of like that side of shit. That's like
there wasn't
me and the
emotes,
Bruce.
though. Incorrect, guys. I don't want to be a lore master. I'll tell you the lore. Yeah, maybe there was a lot of W's on there or whatever. But the reality is that it was more of a TikTok thing. Like YouTubers making live streams, that was kind of a thing a little bit here and there, right? It was a little bit a thing here and there. With the big wave of TikTok, it was mostly WL. Like what if it, guys? We've had it. Oh my god, this chat is bugging on a stack. That's so funny. That is so funny. You guys don't. Guys, people that stream on YouTube, we've had that shit for a fucking decade or more. 12, 15 years. You think that all of a sudden they came up with W and L? That's rot. You're rot in your fucking brain. With the big wave of TikTok, transfer of blood, people that are from TikTok that watch streams now, these were all WL spammers off the rip. And especially the pioneers like fucking Aiden and shit, these were all WL. You think that all these guys were all from YouTube? You think the people that watch Aiden are from YouTube's Flight Reacts and Cash? Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm done watching.
No emo.
You were using W and L's instead.
It's dead ass. I forgot. I think it was SQC. I went live one day when I was streaming no face.
Yo. Ask any viewer of Aiden's or the early WL. Ask them to name 3 streams that they watched on YouTube Live. And they will fucking they'll pull the trigger at answer number 1. They nobody wants. Yo, it's a rare thing. It's a rare thing. Without this is YouTube, yes, it's a YouTube.
Damn, like 2018 or something. 2019. I look at his chat. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? Why do I every time I open this motherfucking chat see Pog you this Pog? What is this Poggers? What is this Pogger shit? And so I'm like, yo, chat. That looks fun though. I want y'all to start spamming that Pogger emo and then
even YouTube videos. Yo, okay. I'm doing this for 10 seconds and I'm moving on. Yo, here's the graph. Okay, here's the graph. This is 2015. This is 2020. 2020. 2025. Okay. I will tell you the truth, and then you're gonna stop molding because it's fucking annoying. Okay. Here's what happened. Okay. This is YouTube videos. This is YouTube videos. Okay, YouTube videos, yeah?
Thank you.
This is Twitch streams. Okay, this is Twitch streams. Okay. Now this is shut up, Jack. Now this is YouTube Live. Okay, this is YouTube Live. Okay, cool. Okay, these are 3 lines that we all agree with, right? WL was not here, there. You look at any chats. No, there's no WLs. Look at anybody's chats. No WLs. Okay, but in 2021, right? 2020, 2021. The people that spam W in chat, WL, went like this. Now you're telling me that, oh guys, these guys came from the clearly, they came from the YouTube videos. What? Really? You think that, oh guys, all of a sudden, these guys, they've never done it, but now they start doing it. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. TikTok took over, and people started to link their streams from TikTok by having it at the bottom, like react, whatever, and everybody started to migrate from TikTok into actually to the broadcast, and it was like WL.
It was initially on YouTube, but one of first to popularize W on Twitch was Deepman like 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah, it's still not like that. You guys are just wrong about this. Like, it's just, even if somebody does it and pioneers it, it doesn't matter. It's what popularizes it. Like, it's mostly people that just copy pasted what people saw, and it came from TikTok. Like, nobody came from YouTube. What? YouTube was there the entire time. And it had no impact on WL. None. What is this lore stuff?
You just start calling all the
Wait, you
fathers.
started that?
Yeah.
You invent everything. What the fuck?
It's just,
you invented all this stuff.
But like at the time, I don't think it's like so
right.
I'm just saying.
You coined it. Yeah,
I'm just saying shit.
Hell yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
In like 2018 or something. 2019. I look at it in chat. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? Why do I every time I open this motherfucking chat, I see pog you, this pog, what is this poggers? What is this pogger shit? And so I was like, yo, chat, that looks fun though. I want y'all to start spamming that pogger emo, and then we just
also chat, guys. I think everything that poggers is like some guys. I think it means Twitch culture. Like poggers was a thing that's just live culture chats that was there forever. Like it's not. Yeah, force and kind of pushed it or whatever, right? But overall, it's just people using the chat. Guys, it's people that use the chat without saying WL only. I don't think there's anything bad with that, you know?
Rakai and DDG. Now, who the fuck is that? We know who Rakai and DDG is.
Came from the 2K community on YouTube.
The awards was racist. They racist as hell. Y'all only invited the niggas to promote the white people that we did not give a fuck about. We don't even know.
Who's we? Who's we?
I did not earn that shit. That's fucked up. Now, who the fuck is that? We know who Rakai and DDG is, but who is that?
Now reverse the roles.
The awards was racist. They racist as hell. Y'all only invited the niggas to...
Okay, chat. Fuck poggers, fuck WL chat. Guys, I'm telling you this. The people that she's talking about comprise of 2.4% of all live. Actually, less than 1% of the live audience overall. What the fuck are we talking about here? Like, brother, if you talk about what people watch live media, YouTube live, TikTok live, Twitch live, all of that, right? The WL conglomerate overall, I mean, it's fantastic for streaming. So it's doing great for streaming. I mean, I think it's helping everybody. It's a cool thing. But the new that's like, it's an added like 2% at most. What the fuck are we talking about? Who the fuck is we, buddy? Who's we? People have been here for fucking 15 years. Anyway, all good though. It's okay if she doesn't know the lore, no problem.
You should open a booster box soon. of the Black Twitch community.
The journey is usually the part that you remember anyways.
Chat, guys, I don't want any beef chat with people on the mainstream, okay? That don't know, guys. I feel like at one point people are gonna get mad at me too. Okay, the whole debunker thing, chat, it's cool and fun, chat, but guys, guys, it's gonna climax at one point. I'm not trying to do all that, but yeah, I think a lot of people that come from mainstream don't know what the fuck's going on. YouTuber Outdoor, they went to Young Men General Advisor Council at the LDS Church. That's cool. So I'm not dissing YB. When did I diss YB? I never diss YB. I said YB clears before most people said it. I was there before. I said YB clears before. Man.
Hello everyone, this is Yord.
Oh my god, guys, what is this? Admiral smiles and nods. I'll watch this later. I'm done with this.
You think Hitler was very fucking
Did
cool?
Lando reply?
Oh, let me check.
Yes, I do.
You think Hitler was very fucking cool?
Yes, I do.
XQCF.
And I'm tired of pretending he's not.
Well,
to be honest.
This is the problem, you see. It's a bit like when you just say, I'm a racist. You're a racist, you think Hitler's cool, but you're not anti-Semitic. If you're a Jewish person...
Is this AI? What the fuck am I watching? What?
Racist, you think Hitler's cool, but you're not anti-Semitic. If you're a Jewish person watching this, what are they thinking? You think...
What?
Bro, we didn't shift the Overton window. We burned down the house.
Guys, what the fuck?
We burned down the whole motherfucking neighborhood. Oh my god.
What is he saying?
This is crazy. Yeah, this is nuts. I saw another clip about this too with no insurance. Yes, and no survivors. And all or nothing. No, there was another clip about this too. Here we go.
You've been programmed, something scared. Bro, did you ever think about sometimes that like you're not like some cool like awoken person, and that like no, sometimes people aren't scared of saying some outrageous thing because they're not outrageous of a person. Like it's not that complicated really.
Here we go.
Like I think it's outrageous. I'm not saying it because I'm scared of getting canceled or something like that, or I'm part of the Matrix. It's just outrageous. What?
This is where you talk about Jews, women, and blacks.
I've seen it, you've seen it, we've all seen it.
Just take a listen.
They're always coming up with, no, it's not the Jews, no, it's not women, no, it's not blacks. It's actually really complicated. No, it fucking isn't at all. Jews are running society, women need to shut the fuck up, blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part.
Well, I'm not looking at this is odd.
And we would live in paradise. It's that simple.
Man.
Okay.
He's just nodding.
Would you like to clarify what you meant there?
That's all true.
What do you think I'm scared of?
I'm trying to get a job. You hiring?
It's just a brain dead take. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense at all.
The old media technique of shaming people doesn't work when they're not ashamed.
Okay.
The entire shame apparatus.
Okay. Yeah, the same way that we used to do with this like shameless bit or whatever, where people will say shameless whatever. It's not because you're shameless then that you're right. Like people need to go back to the basics and understand. It's not because you're bold and you're all in on your belief and you're shameless that you're correct. Like it doesn't. It's not some more cool than other. It's what it is. Like it's not that hard to understand.
Has failed. It's fallen apart. It doesn't work anymore.
That's 100% true.
You walk around in public, you go into a mall, you say it out loud, right? Even people that don't like have this social conformity of trying to fit in, you say this, they walk away. Like, if you know the meme where the guy walks and everybody goes away? If you go to the mall and you say this take, the people start walking away from you, right? That's not people shaming you, guys. Shame on you. It's just kind of repulsive. It's just gonna. It's very fucking stupid. It's pretty ignorant too. Like
Everything I said in that clip is true.
Including
it's not a shame thing.
Blacks need to be in prison for the most part.
So just walking away.
Yeah. Yes.
This is where you talk about.
The way he says it.
Blacks need to be in prison for the most part.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh wow. So we're already, Jesus, guys. So we're already in a whole different world now.
Chat, guys. I think Asmon Gould these days, I gotta keep doing chat. Like last few months, unhinged. Like he reads the chat. I mean, I'm sure he at least glances at the chat. It's unhinged. It's the people saying base and whatever. It's like it's pretty radical, Loki. I'm not saying, oh my god, cancel Asmon, I am so mad. I'm just paying attention to the obvious, and I think it's pretty fun. I mean, not even hinting at all that he disagrees is odd too. And I think I feel like he agrees with some of the points. At least that's the non-verbal I'm getting out of this. But maybe I'm woke or some shit. I don't know.
We are all the way in a different world. And yeah, he's okay with women shutting up. I mean, Pierce is okay with women shutting up. I think a lot of guys are. So the gloves are off, yeah. And the thing is, bro, when we watch, maybe tomorrow, maybe we watch.
It's just, I don't know. It's just odd. Yeah, I mean, it's just like an appeal to the public.
Guys, for your sacrifices.
Guys, I want to be bold, and I want to be red-pilled and fucking out there, and I want people to agree with me. I'm gonna say some really bold statement that some fucking intel lords are going to agree with. Guys, women need to shut up, guys. I'm gonna say this. That's what It's like very like a low-hanging fruit you call it. It's just gonna, and of course you don't. Maybe the take is more sophisticated. Maybe there's more facts that's your take. Maybe it's you need to shut up in instances, but no, they won't. They're not gonna make it more precise. They're not gonna make it more of a sophisticated take. They're gonna leave it to just women need to shut up. That's what I mean. It just said fucking garner attention and fucking weirdos. I think it's a problem. See what I'm saying? You're being a Hassan brother. Don't do that. Let him be what he wants and just be an opinion of them. Yeah, but your opinion can be just rooted in hate. You're a hateful person. Like
daily dose of it.
I mean, so if you can't articulate why you feel a certain way, right? In a lot of these scenarios, it's just you're just being hateful you're just being hateful. You're just and a lot of times very ignorant, and that's what it is. Otherwise, explain it. I think we saw most of this yesterday. No, saw this, saw that, saw this, saw that.
When we getting new sub badges? Link.
Why is this nigga be calling himself?
Yo, Felix. I'm a game dev. I know you talked about wanting to make a game.
Yo, why is this nigga be calling himself petite?
Bitch, what's the coolest dick you ever fucking sucked? You ugly bitch. Judge, I was gonna say that. But I just calm down, bro.
I'm not saying he's right. At all. I'm not saying he's right. At all. One, you should not be calling no girl that you know is a bitch. He's a child, bro. He's literally a child. He's literally a child. He's an immature child. There's no maturity in his bones at all. Eric, you're saying you said before Reem met you he was wildin', but now he's good. So why ain't Rakai good after being around AMP and Chloe? They just let him wild out. Okay. I don't know what Rakai does. I don't know who Rakai is around entirely the entire day. I know that
Yo, nobody is his fucking parent, and it's nobody's job to be his parent. But people can be like, I guess, like role models, but like it's okay. Guys, I don't think you should relentlessly shit on like somebody who's like underage and shit like that, whatever. But you can still say you shouldn't be doing that. Try not to do that. Don't do this, and try to say, yo, I hope he does better. That's perfectly fine. Like, there are people making excuses and shit, like, oh yeah, he's young. Yeah, cool. But he still say he's young, but can you do better, please? It's not. You won't look like a bitch ass saying that. Like, it's fine.
I've held Reem accountable when Reem said some day room shit to me in the car. And I was thinking to myself, ooh, I'm gonna send this nigga back to fucking trenches. I'm like, but in my head, I'm like, yo, bro, this nigga is a kid, bro. He doesn't know any better. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to actually have somebody who is grown and mature, who used to be a crash out, to show niggas that it's not the way. You know what I'm saying? I genuinely feel that. But if a crash out is around other crash outs, what do you think is gonna? If an immature teenager is around a bunch of other crash outs who are older than him, what is he gonna be entitled or enforced to do? Crash out, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, true. But doesn't mean you're supposed to say, oh yeah, poggers is good. We want more of this. Whatever. You can still say it. I don't think, you're gonna be a bitch if you say, yo, guys, this is bad. Don't do this. I'm not. And I don't even make me look old to say that. Like, come on. Any good police chases lately? No police chases lately. And you know what I tell you? That when there's one chase, there's other ones that follow, usually. They're usually very condensed. One chase will affect another chase's likeness to happen, right? So when it's dry, it's dry. That's what it. And it's proving me right again. When it's dry, it's dry. And now we're in a dry period of no chases. I mean, spit on it. I mean, what?
And everyone is going to try and spin it the way they want.
Oh, it's a new clip.
All I said is that after that event, I was in the bathroom, and someone said some really fucked up shit. And now, everyone has decided to put a name to it. I'm racist. I'm a clout chaser. No matter what you do, I'm getting death.
Yo, I can't be honest with you. Yo, I know it's hard to do that, and I tried.
It just didn't hit for some people, bro. It just didn't hit for some people. Do you actually think she wrote them jokes? Be for real. So if that's the case, that's even worse.
How's it worse?
Like, that doesn't help your point at all. Like, that doesn't help the point at all.
That would mean that it proves that the writers just go with what they think is popular. They go with what they think people will like, that people want. They'll go with the vast majority, and it means that they're popular, and like, it's hard to explain things objectively to somebody who has such a skewed version of what the reality is. He sees things that are so sideways. It's hard to even argue this because he's looking the other direction entirely.
Oh,
he's looking at a way that this could be offensive somehow.
It makes it significantly worse. Because if niggas is sitting down, and that's not off the top of her head, if niggas is sitting down coming up with jokes for these creators, that's it? Is that it?
If you all gonna be on the mic making jokes, at least let it be funny.
Yeah.
They scared to roast women. How come no female streamers get roast the pushing 30, 40 jokes? Buddy, they do, one. And the other one, again, by sheer popularity. How many insider memes of women streamers are there? There's less because it's a male-dominated industry. There's less female streamers. There's less popular female streamers by sheer density. Therefore, there's less jokes to be made about popular streamers because there's less of them.
Legends come back when?
Jesus Christ, how hard is it to understand? Guys, if the Game Awards are making jokes, right? If they make most of their jokes about indie games, what are the audiences gonna do? It's indie games. No, it's not gonna hit because nobody knows. Not a lot of people are gonna know the games, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, buddy. What else we got, buddy? Did we forget Dan Clancy? He's not black.
Sure. First crowd laughs came from Tyler Lamau. All the jokes were dog shit. XQCL.
The first crowd laughs came from Chad Lil. All the jokes were dog shit then.
Chad, I'm an honest person. I don't really think they were pushing agendas as much as that's who they are. Does that make sense? I don't think they were pushing agendas there. I was there, so I would tell y'all, I'll keep it a buck with y'all. That's just who they are. Like, that's like saying to a black nigga, stop pushing black shit, nigga, I'm black. Stop pushing gay shit, nigga, they gay. The fuck? Their friends are drag queens. They're there. Chat, I'm an honest man. I'm not gonna red pill y'all. I was there. I know the energy. They weren't pushing gay shit. They're just gay. Chat, I'm an honest person. I don't really think they were pushing.
I think they at least partially want to be inclusive. I think, guys, I hate the word agenda. It makes everything sound malicious and sound like ill-intentioned. Yo, you can want to open your horizons to be inclusive to more people, to welcome more people, and to broaden the spectrum of people that can watch the show and gain more numbers for the show without being an agenda, guys. We want more gays in the show, so BlackRock injects more capital in the company so that next year's event is bigger in size. Chill the fuck out. Jesus Christ.
But then, I'm not saying, I'm not, bro, word to bro, I'm not defending nobody because regardless of what it is, once you are, like, talking about SA, I can't respect that. Like, I can't respect that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got 3 sisters and a mother, I can't respect that. You know what I'm saying? Once you talk about SA, I can't respect anything like that, bro, because I would never want that to happen to my sister. I would never want that to happen to my mom. It's as simple as that. It's facts. But I'm just saying.
Wait, so you guys got mad because I didn't say a name. You know, you guys think I said the name. Buddy, he's calling them by name? I mean, we don't even know who it is. It could be anybody at that point. We don't even know who it is.
I know how shit can get misinterpreted, bro. Bro, what I'm saying is, bro, I always leave room to spare because I don't want to sit here and jump on a shit. And the whole time you're wrong.
Stop you said it. Oh, okay.
Because I have a support base, and now it's like I'm turning my entire support base to hate on this person, and it could have been misinterpreted the entirely wrong way. You never know.
Guys, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, my bad, yeah.
Shit up if you did it. Bitch, you did it. Apologize. Say what you gotta say. And if you didn't, say why niggas are saying it's you, gang. Like, come on. This is some shit that can't get ignored, little piece. Nah, you can't ignore this shit.
Chat, I gotta be honest with you. You guys,
can't get something
I can't help but think, what if it wasn't the host of the event? What if it wasn't Cutie that has a certain amount of clout or whatever? What if they weren't affiliated with it? I feel like
there has to be.
I think the whole
no cap.
Wait, so you wanted that?
Thing would be different.
If it's not you on the internet think you said some crazy shit.
Facts. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like the long run,
same day I would have been lying.
Yeah, cause
nigga, what?
If I hear niggas
say, oh,
niggas saying I said some crazy, nigga, what? I'm fucking live with it. What do you want?
Alright, that's Jesus Christ. Alright, that's enough clips today, boys. What else we got today? Anything interesting happened today?
Billionaire pockets, right? That's the problem. The problem is I can't even make this into a it's done for the right reasons issue. It's going into billionaires' pockets. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, at least
well, the problem is that Twitch.
Cost also, though,
yeah, the problem is Twitch is a big, probably money loser right now for Amazon.
Oh no, yeah,
they bleed fucking cash. So like, they're just trying to probably hedge a little bit against that, or make it so they're not losing so much.
Well, I'll tell you what, they shouldn't have put a blanket ban, or not a blanket ban. Sorry, the opposite of a blanket ban. And there's a lot of ways they could have better executed what they released yesterday, and they would have been a little better off. It sounds a little ridiculous, but that's not to mention how the fuck are they. It's just so ridiculous, bro. Do you see the DraftKings deals they make? DraftKings, FanDuel, all these things. Like, I have no issue with.
That's probably with. Oh, I don't know if that's with Amazon or with Twitch though. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's with Amazon and Prime Video, but Twitch has contracts with streamers to watch, they connect the Prime Video to Twitch, and they watch on Twitch, and there's sports betting are sponsors. Not to mention DraftKings and FanDuel are ads that are ran on Twitch.
Yeah, just wait,
So-
bro. Oh, just wait until you start getting watch party, betting, gamble, co-sponsors at the same time. That I think that's absolutely massive.
It seems a little ridiculous to, like, it's obvious who they're catering to when they make this ban, because they're not consistent with it at all in their actions, right? Like, it's very odd to me that a gambling style, right? And I keep hearing, oh, well, it's not structured to be streamed as easily as slots, blackjack, and roulette. You know, it's funny. I made a tweet about this. I don't see one of the core arguments Ludwig and Pokey and Hassan and others were making was, if they're paying you that much, then they're making much more. How can they afford the monthly payments then, right? I don't see that argument being used for sports gambling. They go, oh, sports gambling's fine. That's odd.
I don't think any of them have said sports gambling is fine, to be fair. They just don't talk about it because it's not convenient.
Yeah, well, silence is, in this context, the silence of it is answer enough, to be completely frank with you. That's a little ridiculous that sports betting pays billions of dollars. The market is 100 times larger, if not more. I'm being very generous by saying I'm being generous toward my angle by saying it's only 100 times larger, right? It's way more prevalent, right? And nothing is being said about it. That sounds a little fucking odd, that since, you know, all their hands are in the fucking cookie drawer, their friends' hands are, you know, this is the conveniently staying silent about sports betting and it's still allowed. It's just odd to me. If sports betting can pay, if sports betting sites can pay billions of dollars and tens of millions of dollars for contracts and sponsorships, then the same argument used against slots, blackjack, and roulette, something that's on a much smaller market scale, right? They should be at the very least consistent with that, if not more so strong against, or more strong or harder on the sports betting. I just find that ridiculous. I don't think any of them should be banned. But if they're going to push that shit, then I better see some consistency in their fucking voices. Okay. And in their actions. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, true. So the fuck, I don't know if XQC. Do you hate the Sneeko guy or?
Who is Sneeko, guys?
I mean, he says some dumb shit. I don't know why you hang out with that guy. He says some dumb shit.
We all say dumb shit sometimes.
Oh, they dumb shit sometimes. Okay, good one, bro.
We do, bro. How you gonna ask me how do I hang out with somebody when you guys are like two of the most controversial motherfuckers on the platform right now? Come on.
To be fair, I'm controversial for bullshit reasons. Okay.
Sure, I'm just saying. Jesus.
Out of all things we could be controversial about, okay? If the most hot iron you have coming is gambling, you're fucking R word at the wazoo, man.
Okay, fair.
Controversial. All my takes are completely reasonable on my Twitch platform. And they actually are. Even you dumbasses in here that don't like me, like you pull my shit up in the last year and a half. My shit's completely reasonable, bro. Very calmly stated, reasonable, and in my opinion, completely accurate.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of
like, isn't Sneeko like discount Andrew Tate, like kind of thing?
Yep, he's gonna be the next one, dude. That's his goal.
So why do you like him so much?
His older content is really interesting. If you've ever watched it, I think he's pretty insightful. Obviously, I disagree with there's a lot of like crazy red pill shit right now, but no, I think he's a cool dude.
I won't. I'm okay. Well.
But hey, listen, if you got stuff you want to chat about, or if you want to hang out, I don't want to kick you.
I mean, Carlos was lost his job because he hung out with Andrew Tate. Maybe you're about to get off YouTube because you know.
Yeah. Are they gonna axe me because Discount Andrew Tate is gonna get me killed from YouTube?
Yeah.
Do you guys think? Are you guys pretty done with this, or do you think you're gonna try to like go more on it, or?
Well, no, what about the gambling shit?
Gambling?
About the about all the everything that just happened, like the.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Nah, I think the rest is gonna come down. Yeah, I think just probably gonna leave this stuff anonymously so people don't think that it's us coming at them or whatever, so it doesn't lose credit.
Okay.
But
I would just
You can't say that if you wanted to.
I was gonna say if you wanna keep.
I want some credit, just not all of it. That's all. Just kidding.
That's fucked.
Nice. If you're gonna keep like going in on this, because obviously like Reddit is gonna keep this going for like however many days they can. Just make sure that if you're gonna say anything, you've got like all your shit like super prepared or whatever, because people are gonna be dissecting like every fucking word, especially in regards to like calls or anything. So.
Yeah, but there's nothing I prepared. Are you asking me to find the person that recorded it and have them edit the clip and make sure it sounds right? Like, there's nothing I prepared. Like, either the thing gets, either whoever recorded it releases it, or they don't. There's no preparing anything. Right?
I'm just saying that like just be ready to know what you're gonna say for everything, okay? Because
I don't say anything. You can just.
There's nothing to say. We don't need to say anything. We're not.
You click a button and it's over.
Sure.
Like what?
I was just the platform for Adriana. I wasn't. There's nothing to say. I wasn't there.
Okay.
Fucking Destiny. This guy loves the drama or some shit.
I'm literally trying to. You know what? Don't do anything. Don't prepare anything. Just go off the cuff so that I can have 52 million more clips trying to interpret your open-ended fucking statements, and then I get 50 million more upvotes on Reddit. If you want to do that, you can do that. Okay? I'm just trying to help you. Jesus.
Okay. Then make your own fucking drama, dude. The only reason why you hang out with Sneeko is that you think he's gonna say something stupid on the street if I use it for drama, you dumb fucker. The only reason why any of this shit you use it for content. Fucking milking snake angry motherfucker. Okay? Stop paying us for fucking making drama. This is your only content. Fuck you.
Are you okay?
I'm not okay. What's up, man?
If I want to milk you for content, I would just bring both of you on and suck up to you the entire fucking time. You guys have huge fucking audiences, of course.
Not true.
What do you mean not true? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. I'll tell you why. Okay?
Okay, tell me why.
You gain more from the people that dislike us than from people that like us. The people that like us, you can't even fucking get. They'll come for a second and they'll leave the next second. They don't care about that. The ones that don't like us are the ones you want to cater to. It's the same fucking story with all the rest.
Okay.
It's the ones that don't like us. Listen, the people that are upvoting you on Reddit that you just brought up, those are ones that like us. Those are the ones that don't like us. Do you understand? That's where you're getting the upvotes.
Train. Right now, I have 19,000 viewers, okay? When this drama settles down, 1 or 2 weeks from now, my viewership is going to be back to normal.
Yeah,
Exactly
well,
what it was
should
before.
Be irrelevant.
No. Hold on. I'm just telling you. I don't grow permanently off of this, okay? I have viewers right now for drama, and then my shit will go away. Like, having you two on my good side and bringing you on and sucking you up to you so that I get your offline chats watching me shit, that would be a way that I could grow my shit. Like,
no,
you can't accuse me of like,
oh,
do you think I'm getting viewers from Mizkif or Pokey? You think those people are gonna watch me N-word Andy, Meth Smoker Andy?
Ones that want me and XQC
bro,
to be wrong and villains. Yes,
bro, I lost that audience. That's Hassan's audience now. Those people call me lib. They hate me. I'm never getting those viewers, bro. That ship sells. Bro, I can't even.
Catering to.
I can't even stream with Lily, bro. When I stream with Lily, I don't have to tell myself. I'm not on some huge coke train like you are. When I stream with Lily, she gets negative comments on her Twitter and YouTube and in her DMs just for fucking being on stream with me. Okay? That audience has sailed so long ago. If you think I'm trying to cater to that audience, you're delusional.
Lily's audience isn't the audience that I'm saying you're catering to. Do you understand? The Reddit audience that's looking for holes and inconsistencies to try and prove someone that's not innocent, those are the ones you're catering to. Not
the Reddit audience, the audience on another fellow fucking SJW subreddit. This guy doesn't even get. This guy.
You just brought that up. You brought up the upvotes that you get. Did you not?
Yeah, because I can get some temporary favor on LSF, but I don't build a platform from there.
Yeah, so you think about that personally. You think about, okay, is what I'm saying truly the truth? Is this right, or am I just doing it for the fucking upvotes of it? That's ridiculous. That's my opinion.
Okay, you are.
Disagree, baby.
You're looking for a yes man, okay? If you want that, you can find that for people. But I'm never gonna be the yes man for you, okay? That's not what I do here, okay? I've been very fair for all points in time. I'm telling you right now. I'm giving you advice that if you want to destroy the people that are fighting you, this is the evidence you need. I'm just being frank with you, okay?
Destroy anybody.
Okay.
Don't turn this into me destroying anybody. I don't want to destroy anybody. Second of all, I don't need yes men. Don't fucking back with a pussy ass cop out argument. I want yes men. You damn well know I don't need yes men. I never have wanted yes men. I've been alone on the fucking platform for years.
Okay, then don't call me a suck-up drama farmer Andy because I react to shit that's going on fucking LSF.
You're finding any stretched fucking holes you can find because it's giving you those upvotes and attention, and you know damn well it's not going to stick, and that's why you need to think very carefully what doubt you're putting in, and what dissent you're putting in to others for the goddamn temporary upvotes of it. That's what I'm telling you to think about.
Dude, I was banned from LSF for like 2 years for spoiling Game of Thrones. You are projection Andy right now. I don't give a fuck about what LSF thinks about me or the upvotes or downvotes on that sub.
You want to know why you don't see I'm in projection? I haven't gone on LSF for 3 years. I don't give a fuck about that.
Then how do you know I'm getting upvotes on threads or anything?
You said it.
Yeah, because you guys are talking about me drama farming, but you don't know if I'm getting upvotes or not. You obviously go on LSF. Come on.
I do not go on LSF. My entire community knows that. I know that. I never bring it up. I don't go on rants about it. I stopped years ago. Do you understand me? I have never even ranted about that shit because I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
That was the best decision I've made, and I am.
I'll be more.
My
I'm sorry
confidence
for being so critical. Next time I'll.
It's okay. No, it's not about critical. It's not about critical. You know damn well what's going on. And
No,
that's fine.
stop. Hold on. You gotta stop that, dude. I am the most blunt
You need to
motherfucker
stop
on this
this thing.
platform. I'm 10 times more blunt than you about every fucking thing.
No,
Yeah,
you're
I
not.
absolutely am. I absolutely
you're
am. You can't, dude.
In
I
your
am the
political topics. You are.
no
yes.
on
In your
every fucking topic, dude. Are you
No,
serious?
You're not. No, you're not.
Are you, dude? You play the game just as much as everybody else here when it comes to like associating with people. Come
I do
on.
not play the game. Listen. You don't watch my streams clearly. I don't play the game. I go live and I do me and I literally say what I'm doing.
Sure, but
understand
you
me?
know you're friends with people behind the scenes. You know a lot of the gossip and shit behind the scenes. Like you do shit.
You don't listen. You don't even know who. Listen, I don't You clearly don't watch my streams. You don't know. I have removed myself completely, Destiny. You're remembering the train before you were banned. I have removed myself from all of them. Do you understand me? All of them long ago.
If you removed yourself from everything long ago, why did you tweet anything when the Gamma shit came up at all?
Because they still come my chat, and I was referring to that. I see it on Twitter. What do you mean?
Okay, so you've disengaged from LSF, you've disengaged from other streamers, but Twitter is the platform that you're reading now, and that's what you got triggered.
When I'm getting ads, yeah, I respond to the ads. How are you equating Twitter to live stream fail and hanging out with people on events and behind the scenes? How are you equating Twitter to that?
I don't believe you. I don't believe you're getting triggered by Twitter ads. There's no way.
Twitter ads?
From Twitter ads, from people adding you on Twitter. Why wouldn't you just ignore, if you've ignored LSF and everything else, why don't you just ignore Twitter ads? Why would you care?
Because the general consensus is wrong, and it's corruption and inconsistency that's being spewed on Twitter. Reddit is a popularity contest. Twitter is relaying information that has been pumped in by these dumbasses that is wrong. Do you understand? And I make a tweet that makes it clear. Do you understand me? That's what my Twitter is. Twitter is connected to my stream. Whenever I rant on my stream, I rant on Twitter. It's very simple. I haven't been my response to the Slicker thing wasn't on Twitter because it happened on Twitter. Everything I respond on stream, I'm responding on Twitter. But I do not go on Reddit. I do not go on Livestream Fail. I do not hang out with these people. Do you understand? I'm in my own circle. I do my own fucking thing. It's that simple. It's that simple. Even XUC, when XUC and I hop on a call together, it's very, very.
I understand what you're telling me. We just the way that you use these words is just way different than me. So it's hard for me to understand sometimes. Like when you say like we run in our own circles, like I run in my own circle. Like you were on a call yesterday with like 10 of the biggest streamers on Twitch, right? So like I typically am not involved with like
I was in that call for
Yep.
obvious reasons. I don't talk to these people. The only person I talk to, and that's totally outside of Twitch, is Asmongold once in a while. That's because him and I have been friends for fucking 6 years. More than that, 8 years. XQC. And that's it out of that call. And then Mitch and I are somewhat close in terms of things like that. But is Mitch some large streamer that's in there? No.
Mitch doesn't count as a large streamer?
No, he doesn't. Okay. Not the way you used it, at least.
Can't Mitch turn a stream on and get like 15,000 plus viewers if he wants to?
He has to get girls and drama going for that, and then after that he turns on a game and he gets mauled.
Sure, once he starts gaming, he does. Yeah.
The point is this: I don't think you tune in often, which you know you don't.
It's not about just what happens on your streams. I'm just saying that like you're still like pretty involved and connected with people at Twitch. It's not a bad thing.
I know, but I am not. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The circle I hang out with is closer to Tfue and Nick Merckx. It's outside of drama. It's outside of that. Do you understand? I ignore it. Everything that's come at me, I ignore. Once in a while, I'll say something on Twitter when it's just muddying of waters and it's just disinformation being pumped in. Do you understand me? When it's purposeful, intentional, wrong information being pumped in to run a smear campaign or run a narrative, that's when I'll make a tweet about it or I'll say something on my stream. But I ignore it all for the most part. Do you understand me? Who I hang out with is void of all of that. I literally tell my streams to ignore everything.
Okay. If that's what you say.
I'm telling you.
I like when you say that like I'm trying to play for viewers, like from fucking Pokemon and Mizkif, And then in the next sentence, you say, you must not watch my streams. Like, it's pretty obvious that you have no idea what I'm doing in my corner of the internet either, if you think that's the audience that I'm trying to
How is
win
that a
over.
bad thing? We all do it one way or another in small parts or capacity. It's not a fucking problem. It's only a problem.
No,
when
mate,
it
you might.
No, hold on.
No.
Hold on. No, I don't play for those audiences, period, because I can't. One, I'm on fucking YouTube. A lot of those people will never even turn on a YouTube stream. And two, I've already got, like, so much exposure to those audiences that if they wanted to watch me, they would be. Like, all of MizKiv's audience knows who I am because I've been on a stream a few times and I'm covered in some drama. If they were going to watch me, they would do it. Me, like, being on MizKiv's good side doesn't change that. Which is fine also, but I will quote unquote farm. If there's like drama, I'm gonna watch it and comment over it, of course. But like the implication that I'm like changing my opinion or I'm trying to cater to somebody is just like, I've been banned from too many things, lost too many accounts, like burned too many bridges to ever get accused of that from like, yeah, that's no. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, me too. That's how I feel.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking me. I'm so fucking.
True.
All I'm saying is the same thing that you were laughing about when you were guiding XQC through the Hassan debate, right?
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind, right? At the very least, if you don't know, then you stay silent. The fact that you're kind of
Wait, hold on.
putting in the
Keep
doubt-
what in mind?
You're putting in doubt off of it's very odd to me. It's very.
I'm
very
not
odd
putting in doubt. You just think I
Okay.
am because you're disconnected. I'm telling you where the doubt is.
Okay.
Whether or not you
I'll
want to
take your
listen to
word
me,
for
you
it.
don't have to. That's
Okay.
fine. If you don't
Yeah,
want to, that's
you were-
fine. But like,
no, I am listening.
Okay. Just telling you,
Okay.
this is how this is why people doubt parts of stories. If you want to fix that, you can. If you don't have to. Fucking who cares? Like, it's at the end
Well,
of the
it's
day,
not-
like
it's-
in 3
it's-
days, everybody's
it's
moved on
not-
from this anyway. Like,
Yeah, it's not for me to fix. It's for Mitch to say what he needs to say, Mayo or Miskiff, and for, you know.
True. That is true.
Whatever yep. And for that call that XG talks about, if that comes out, right? That's it. That's it. And that would need to corroborate Mitch, Mayo, or Miskiff's account, right? It's that simple.
True.
Well, I've been jerking off a ton.
You've been what?
Jerking off a ton.
Jesus Christ.
Days.
What?
Well, Destiny, get on Rust, bro.
I don't even have the game installed right now.
What games do you have?
I have like so much other shit I have to do before I could just game on random stuff. There's like 2 p.m. I'm supposed to talk to Sneeko today. I'm supposed to talk to David Pacman today. I've got to do shit tonight with Melina and maybe Vin.
Yeah, do you remember when I was on the podcast with Mr. K? And then the other guys just took some whippets, bro.
Oh my god, the fucking crazy. Was that a Trump dude? That guy was fucking wild.
That's funny shit.
Wait, when you're moaning in the background, are you actually fucking coming, or are you just like fucking with us?
Wait,
Or
is that what
No,
you were
I'm
referring to?
stretching.
You said
I'm
oh my
stretching.
God.
I'm
stretching your dick, or like just?
Stretching my arms, man. My arms and my back and shit like that, and my neck.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Destiny, by the way, I have a serious inquiry for you, like an actual serious one.
Oh boy, yeah.
Why the fuck don't you follow me on Twitter?
Well, who knows?
Why doesn't your assistant follow me on Twitter?
I don't have a fucking Twitter account, bro. I'm fucking banned. That's why.
That's what I'm asking you. Why doesn't your friend follow me?
My friend doesn't have a Twitter account. He's banned too.
That's what I'm referring to.
No, I have no Twitter accounts right now. I'm banned.
That's what I'm referring to, though.
What do you? I don't know.
Why isn't that individual that's banned not following me?
Because he's banned. He can't follow anybody.
Right. So I'm telling you, like, if ever there's a fan of Destiny,
Yeah, maybe he'll follow you. Okay, sure.
Maybe he'll follow.
Listen,
me
you guys are the ones with the big Twitter contacts, okay? Fucking reach out to them and tell them to unban me. Okay, I'm an SJW now. Otherwise, I'm fucking in Twitter prison. Okay. But if I get a new one, I'll let you know. But until then, get it twisted.
Until then, get it twisted. Oh, whoa, whoa.
You know what's funny? It's funny. Out of all people that are mad that Gamba's banned, right? The people that were so against Gamba are probably more mad than we are that is banned because their close friends are getting fucked by it. Like actually fucked. Maybe when,
Yeah.
in fact, I don't give no fuck. I couldn't care less.
Wait, specify that? Like, what are you talking about?
Like
mean,
there are
I
probably
know-
streamers with people that have like friends that have Gamba sponsorships that are like super fucked now that those are gone.
Well, it's odd to me because it feels like the people who are tweeting at me like you're mad. It sounds like they're more mad than I am because they're not getting the reaction from me that they thought they would get, which is odd because this was supposed to be about the gambling and the children, wasn't it? Not about me. Very fucking weird to me, but hey, it is what it is. Bro, these thin Reese's. Have you had these thin Reese's pieces? Not pieces, sorry, the Reese's cups, the thin ones.
Yeah, I have before.
I don't eat chocolate anymore. It fucks my face up for some reason.
Bro, the thin ones are so delicious. It's disgusting.
I love chocolate, but I don't know what's going on with me. I think I have like some sort of like genetics type of shit.
Yeah,
Like,
you need to go see a fucking doctor, dude. You gotta get your shit figured out.
What? No, I don't know. It's just, you know. I'll tell you, dude, like my face is super clear. I'll have like a little bit of chocolate and it'll just fucking die. Like I don't know what the fuck.
Yo,
going on with that.
Dest, do you think it's gonna require me to stream sports betting full time to get the same reaction that or the same attention that it gets that blackjack, roulette, and slots do?
I have no idea. Maybe if you start streaming it though, you might.
Just stream full-time fucking ping pong matches and get a deal with like the NFL stuff like that to watch their games live and bet on them at the same time. It's just easy. It's free fucking content.
That would be insane, bro.
That's the way to do it. And that's the next.
Only
level.
then will we see the true colors.
No, don't worry, man. They will still come back at you and say, "My idea changed, dude."
Oh, I know that.
You don't win against these people, bro. Just win for yourself. That's all.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you see any of the? Did you ever see the streamers that went to Dubai and they're like, "It's great here."
Dude, I saw that. Like, what the fuck?
Oh shit, that was so awkward.
Why was it awkward?
You know, they get themselves mixed up in a little bit of slavery and visa scams and some wild shit going on over there. But you know, what are you gonna do?
There's something that I don't do. I know it's bad, but I try my best not to talk shit or do anything about countries overall, especially except for memes, because you know, people are very patriotic and they get mad. You know, especially after like the Pixel Place kind of thing. It kind of gave me a really that people are very patriotic.
The R Play shit, where countries are like going to war with each other, like trying to murder each other over fucking pixels on the shit. Yeah.
Wait, that happened?
People got real nasty.
Bro, I am
with that shit.
so like, dude, you have no idea how disconnected I am with everything. You have like, this is why I got upset at you earlier. You have no idea like the lengths I've gone to be disconnected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, like I only did it not for some high-roading reason. Like it was affecting my mental. Like I was going on stream ranting for 6 hours a day about it, and that's when like me and Nick had to talk about it. Like me and Nick Merckx, like he's like, "Yo, bro, this is not healthy. Like not even I can like defend you on these rants. That you're just going crazy." So like that was it. I literally stopped, and well, the real reason I stopped is a little before that, but I'm not going to use someone's death as that, you know, live here, but the real people know. Gotcha. But that's why I stopped, and it's been way better, way fucking better.
Well, it's good.
Train, I need a sugar rush Brian.
You're bugging, bro. I haven't even fucking gambled. I've been just playing Rust. Rust is literally, it has me so addicted.
Do you play with like a group, or what the fuck do you even do in that game?
Yeah, so I'm sharing screen right now. So like I play with a group, but not everyone's on right now. So I'm like playing solo right now in the group.
What do you
So,
play
like,
like on big servers or?
Yeah, I play on like the most competitive servers. Right now, this is like more, a little bit more. It's competitive. It's a little more casual. My main servers, I usually play hardcore. And it's a survival game. It's really fucking fun. Stream snipers obviously ruin it every time, but you know how it is.
Gotcha.
So are you still running your other chat through, instead of just YouTube chat? You have your DGG chat?
Yeah, of course.
It's called DGG, right?
Yeah.
Like the chat itself?
Well, my website is destiny.gg.
Oh, is that why it's DGG? I see. Did you? How about you? You've been playing Factorio for years, yeah?
Yeah, I sure have been.
It's the biggest no content out there.
It's the maximum content because I'm usually chatting with people or watching videos while I'm doing it.
Kind of like a Tiberian Sun.
No, it's an autism simulator. If you've ever wanted to know what it's like to have autism, you just play this game a lot.
Well, can you explain to me what are you building right there? Are those factories?
Yeah, so you build factories so that they can mine resources, so you can get a lot more resources, so that you can automate building bigger factories, and the bigger factories let you mine even more resources, so that you can get even bigger factories to make more things to mine more resources. It's just that over and over again.
I've been making music. I think my next beat.
You.
I think I'm gonna go. I might just go platinum.
Holy shit.
Do you build armies or anything?
Not really, no. Not in this game. When are you gonna make music with X Train? That's what you need to do next.
That's so it's just about factories? Like, do you dominate the planet? How do you win?
It's like a. You ever program? It's like you're trying to like.
I ever program?
I have no idea. I don't know what your background is. Okay, you said you did fucking analytic philosophy in fucking college.
And biochemistry. Yeah.
I have no idea, dude. It's just like you mine a piece of iron, and then you put that iron in a machine, and then you build a thing to automatically mine iron that automatically puts it in a machine, and then you make a ton more machines with that iron so you can mine way more, and it's just like complicated problem solving to mine more shit and automate more shit and make everything do things automatically.
You have to play the game enough to know like how to arrange your fucking factories and your pipes well initially, otherwise you're gonna have like it's gonna be bundled up or it's gonna have problems.
Yeah, it's just like that. It's like a problem solving, optimizing everything game basically.
That reminds me of like a more advanced shapes.io if you ever played that game.
Are we playing that game, Destiny? Shapes.io?
Nope.
I love that game.
Oh! I think I have actually, like 1 or 2 times. Yeah, I think it is like that game. It's based that game was probably inspired by this song.
Same thing, but with like 20 more concepts added to it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh. So it's like a shapes.io then.
Probably.
Yeah, you know about shapes.io?
I don't know.
It's pretty great.
It's fun.
Yeah, even I play that shit. I play that shit off Simpsons.
Very interesting. Now what, guys?
Nah, I'm going. I gotta go.
Where are you going?
I'm going live, man. I got shit to do, bro.
Damn, dude, he's gonna stream. Okay. Have fun, be careful.
I've been drinking up a crazy amount, bro. It's so good.
Why?
Because he's horny.
That's so good. I like drinking up. Did you not like it?
I mean, in the moment that it happens, yeah, but like afterwards, I'm kind of disgusted with myself.
No. Okay, so basically the way it works, right, is that you get that feeling, right, but it rebuilds really fast, right? And you're back on level really fast, you know? So whenever you think about, how you feel bad, like after if you don't feel good, it doesn't matter, it picks up. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. You get a clarity, right?
Yeah. But then you go back to normal juice levels, like normal, like not too long after. It's like an hour.
Wait, hold on. So you get clarity for an hour, then you have to jerk off again?
No. I'm just saying. I do it because I like it. I like it fucking clarity actually because I like it.
You're a funny man. Good, 'cause you like it. Nice. I'm glad to see your addiction lies in something other than gambling.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I'll have like here's what addiction is the worst. Like I'll do it more. But I don't see it as a bad addiction. It doesn't prevent me from doing anything else. It doesn't hinder me in any way. Like it's not a problem. People say, oh yeah, but this is a behavior. Well, there's a million things in your life that affects behavior. You're jerking off, bro. Doesn't do shit for me, bro. I don't stop reflecting your fucking moral compass on me. I don't give a fuck. I touch my meat, motherfucker. I jizz. I don't give a fuck what you think about it, man. Holy fuck, I hate people that flex or shit like that. It's so annoying.
Yeah. Oh, you can't. Any Rust players in Destiny's chat know how do I make jackhammers if I can't research them?
I don't believe you can make jackhammers. You have to get them out of
tech tree. No, it's tech tree.
Really? You can make jackhammers?
I'm assuming tech.
Is actually true.
But that's not what I'm saying. What I said, Scott, was if Joe Biden were not the candidate, if there was another candidate.
Discord, I don't want to when I ask the question.
Yeah, but
this will resume this entire thing. Yeah.
Because democracy basically means
There you go. Happy now?
government by the people, of the people, for the people.
Thank you, man. Thank you. All right.
But the people are retarded.
Oh.
But less emotional. Is Biden stuttered.
Depends on what you mean by debate prowess.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you put, like, when you put Donald Trump on a stage with Ted Cruz was more eloquent. I think he's a better speaker. I think he brings home points more coherently. I would argue,
knew more.
like,
Yeah.
absolutely. Not even, but most people know more than Trump. Trump is not a smart man. He doesn't pretend to be. And even Rubio, arguably, but he was way younger too, I think, would trounce him there. But that doesn't matter. Trump is funny. I think being funny is funny because I used to tell people this all the time. The same red pillars that worship Trump, they're too stupid to realize it's because he's funny. But I would always say this about like me, like getting laid and shit in fucking high school and college or whatever. Like being funny, having a really good sense of humor gets you into so many different people. So many things about your character don't matter if you can make people laugh. Truly, like it is one of the most important skills in life. And Trump just has really good stage presence. He's got good witty one-liners. He's like a funny dude to watch. He did his little tic-tac thing or whatever, the boxes and the inflation or whatever. I think that him being funny is probably responsible. I'm funny, but I really think it's like responsible for the majority of his success as a politician. Because like the awkward thing too that you have to make like the Trumples drop away, but you don't care. Is that like for Biden and all of his senility? How is it that a guy who can barely string together a fucking sentence was able to shit out so much more legislation than your god emperor was? How do you ever explain that? It's like unfathomable. Embarrassing as it might be that Biden, like was completely unable to, present himself well on stage. Like, okay, well, what does Trump have to show for all of his recognition? Like, absolutely nothing.
Right,
Which is
precisely.
mind-blowing. Yeah.
Yeah, and you made that point on one of your previous morning and again, this is kind of where I fall in, which is.
But nobody
again,
cares.
Right, it's a surplus. It's to me, it's great if you're an expert communicator, but to me, like executive management,
isn't it harder to pass
ability
legislation,
recruit
remember?
people who
When
are
you're
competent in their
Republican
particular
side
fields
or
and,
not?
coordination of a team and like setting an agenda. Biden is just objectively better. That's where tomorrow, again, do that important thing. That's definitely going to come up. I feel like you just got to hit that home even harder than you did the last time, which is Pierce is the one who always says that,
when I look at the
Trump
Congress
is so funny,
votes,
Trump is
whatever,
witty, so
I
charismatic,
always
and all
see
these things. I think you
Democrats
said the last
very
time,
unified.
like, if we were electing a stand-up comedian, that'd be great.
But the Republicans,
an executive, but
always have
it does
a
seem like
little
no
bit
one
of
ever
a
wants to
traitors.
compare the record. There was also a really good Washington Monthly expose which compared Trump and Biden on basically every policy.
my dad would have that on the TV every day. And I always looked.
Biden trounced him. I mean,
One
the
or
number
two
of things that
traitors
Biden got
sometimes.
done, like the infrastructure
Democratic,
thing, I go
most of the time zero.
Trump promised that he would get
Then Republicans, always
chambers of
2 or 3 traitors.
but also the Supreme Court, and he never got it done. And Biden got it done in less than 1 year. Like that is an apples to apples comparison where Biden's competence and experience comes out ahead. But yeah, I don't know how to. I don't know how well Democrats will be able to sell that in the next couple of weeks. I know I tried to make that sales pitch on my channel, and obviously the people who watch me like it, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem to win over a lot of centrists. Like I'm stunned. I'm stunned because if you look at the polls, Trump.
It's because you're not funny.
It's true.
If you were funny, you get people, and they'll be on your side regardless. It's like Trump. Feel that? I'm just giving you advice.
Yeah, but that's why Biden just needs to focus on like that. Like when he was like, "You're a liar."
Bro,
like,
I was just
shit
joking.
like that.
I was just joking, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, you were just roasting. Oh, you were
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that was my intro.
Yeah, my sense of humor died in this debate. Whatever was left of it, it was gone. It just died under the cringe of those 90 minutes.
Well, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the debate.
You enjoyed it?
I thought it was funny. I thought it was good moments. I like when he stutters. I like when Joanne stutters and resets and he starts buffering. And I like when Donald Trump ignores the questions and makes the faces or whatever. Like when he's like unfazed. I like when Biden starts speaking gibberish and he insults. I think that's funny.
Yeah, the insults are funny, but do you have an appetite for like reality TV and like super?
Oh
cringe
yeah,
shit?
definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody does, right?
No, that's the thing. could never watch reality TV growing up because like the secondhand embarrassment was over. Like you remember William Hung from was it American Idol, the She Bang guy? Remember that? Like one of the, you know, he tried to sing She Bang for Simon Cowell and all the others.
Oh yeah, classic.
Right. It killed me. I died. That was my first death. I was reincarnated afterwards because I couldn't handle the embarrassment. Everyone else was laughing. I just thought it was super cringe. So yeah,
it's good to have a reminder that it's made for you. It's done for you, and even though it feels like a gift you don't deserve, you deserve it because you deserve to laugh, and people deserve to laugh, and they gift that to you. It's TV.
I'd like to return that gift. That was brutal. All right. Well, Steven, good luck tomorrow. I'll be watching. It's now your turn to be Biden's strongest soldier. I believe in you.
Well, if he didn't text me back yet, so
no. You should follow up. Send a follow-up text. I'm like, you've got to be there. If you're not there, it's gonna be a panel with fucking Ben Shapiro, Benny Johnson, and Jen
yeah, but it's
Hughes
always,
gonna
and
be
I have to
the
deal with all these fucking centrists that like literally can barely speak because they're still like digesting Trump's last load. Like, oh, kill me.
I'm a centrist, and I'm doing that right now actually.
Oh God. All right. See you guys.
Why is it so bad to be a centrist sometimes?
Well, online, the majority of people that say that they're a centrist usually just come off as like they're conservative, but they don't want to say it for some reason. People want the aesthetic of being nonpartisan. So they're like, oh yeah, like I'm not politically partisan, I'm just a centrist. But then they always, like every single person on the online politisphere that calls themselves a centrist will relentlessly defend Trump to the death.
That's me.
Relentlessly shut on Democrats. Good job. Yeah. Well, there you go. You do that.
Damn. Why am I so liberal on certain points? But sometimes I find myself to be slightly on the right on topics like economics or whatever.
I mean,
selfishly economic, but selflessly democratic.
Oh, that. I mean, if you're rich and you just want to be taxed less, that makes sense. I guess from a selfish point of view, yeah.
Nah, I don't really give a fuck about that. I never make a decision like that on taxes. The most I'll do is like choose where I live, whatever. And that's pretty fun.
Okay.
I think there are measures. The measures you take in your system in order to benefit yourself is the same thing as actively changing the system to benefit you. The difference is massive in how you're manifesting your politics or your views. That's what I think.
Wait, say that again. Say that first part again, or.
Well, what I'm saying is that if you give me a system and I do the best play for my tax, whatever, that isn't wrong. But if I go and I change the system to benefit me and my position, that's when it's wrong. That's how I feel about it. Like, of course, I'm gonna maybe change states, incorporate in another state, right, to get better taxes, whatever. But I'm not gonna fucking advocate and vote and fucking lobby so that the laws change so that I pay less taxes. Does that make sense? Yeah. I play the game as best as I can. I don't change the game.
You would like maintain the status quo but not make it worse.
What do you mean maintain? I don't maintain. I don't do anything.
Well, that's what you're saying. You're saying that like if it stays the same, that's okay. You just wouldn't make it worse for other people.
Okay, let me rephrase it. Let me rephrase. I'm not gonna change my vote or change my moves based on wanting less taxes. But on the topic of taxes, I will play my cards right in order to pay as less tax as possible because that's what everybody should do, right?
Sure, those are two different things. Like what you vote
exactly.
for.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, sure. I guess. Yeah.
So
everybody should do that. You should always be using an optimal tax strategy, always, right? As part of your.
Yeah, exactly. But it's because people were saying like, oh, because you're rich, or whatever. Well, yeah, well, because I'm rich, I will do the best I can to pay less taxes because that's what everybody does. Yeah, so you should.
Sure, but I mean, like, what you do to optimize your tax strategy is different than voting. Like,
exactly.
If you're voting to optimize,
that's
like, to
what
change laws about your tax strategy. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, boom. I think that's a good thing.
Okay.
Well, do you think that's good?
I'm pretty sure that's basically my position now. It's one reason I live in
something I don't understand about the
state income tax is fucking brutal. Jesus.
What's up?
I said state income tax is brutal. It's one of the reasons why I live in Florida right now.
Yeah, same. That's why I used to live in. That's why I used to live in Austin as well. So it's why people say, "Oh, dude, live in California. Okay, give me $3 million. You give me $3 million, I'll live there." That's the cost. That's literally the cost differential of being in California. $2.5, $3 million. I'll live there if you want to. Give me a free house then, fucking bitch ass. I'm not doing that shit. It's just it's rented. It's rented. What?
Nothing. Just agreeing with you. What are your thoughts? I'm tired. It's late for me. Do you have any big thoughts for the debate?
Well, you're tired already?
Well, yeah, I normally stop streaming 2 hours ago, but I stayed out to cover this bullshit.
Well, you stopped streaming. Oh, you should have.
Well, I stopped streaming on YouTube because they said they were going to be like aggressively DMCAing people, so.
Why were you doing that?
Why what?
Wait. You said it one more time? The last sentence you said?
I said I stopped streaming on YouTube because I think CNN said that they were going to start aggressively
live DMCAing
people.
Yeah, that's why I went on kick. And why would they ever do that though? Why?
Because they want all the people on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, but people watch it regardless though, on their channel. It's just from a different rebroadcast. How's that a problem?
Okay. You're responding to, I don't know who you're arguing with. You asked me why are they aggressively DMCAing people? The answer is because they want everybody to watch on their channel. If you're gonna tell me that people find a way to pirate shit anyway, yeah, sure. That's like saying why is there DRM or why do people put locks on their houses and people are gonna break in and anyway? I don't know. I mean, obviously, yeah, if they break in anyway, they break in anyway. But that's why you do it, right?
Understood. Okay, give me your thoughts on the doc stuff. Go.
Give you the toss.
Give me your view and your everything on the doc stuff. Thoughts?
I don't care that much. I don't know what he actually did. Nothing is leaked yet, like in terms of details, right? It's just that he was like talking inappropriately with a minor. Do we even know the age of the girl yet on Twitch or?
Well, it said it. So now it's confirmed from multiple big sources and article and whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely.
When are you going on the Bridges podcast with Destiny and Dan?
Sexual conversations.
DGG for life.
And asking about plans for TwitchCon with however you want to classify that with minor.
Yeah.
When you compute these parts, what does your brain tell you, and what are your views, and what are you think the optics are?
Well, the optics are probably bad. He probably shouldn't be chatting with minors on Twitch. My brain is telling me both of those things.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, assuming he's like trying to have sexual relationships with some chick or whatever and meet up with her at an event, it's probably not a good thing. You probably shouldn't do that.
Definitely not a good thing. What the heck?
Well, I don't know. What's the age of consent in the TwitchCon state? I guess.
In the
whatever the law is, he should absolutely be following it, and I don't think he was. So it would definitely be bad.
Well, I mean, now you're doing what I call like legality cucking. It's an easy place to hide, but I want you to take the strong Chad morality standpoint.
The strong Chad morality standpoints is that when anybody talks about like raping or doing bad shit or whatever, I need to see logs. I need to see shit happening. Otherwise, I just don't give a fuck. That's my position. If some 17-year-old girl is DMing Dr. Sir, she's like, hey, we should go to fucking TwitchCon and fuck. And Dr. Sir's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you, whatever. I probably shouldn't do it. She's young, that's stupid, but I just don't really give a fuck that much. I think it's retarded. I don't think anybody actually cares. I don't give a fuck if they want to do it. Dr. Sir's out. I don't care. At this point, I just don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Okay.
Wow, really?
My mind is in Israel, Palestine.
When you say I don't give a fuck, you mean like you don't personally care that much because it doesn't move mountains, whatever. But you still care about the topic and the morality in general. Just not, like, let's say you weren't distracted and that's all you had to do now, right? Do you care or not?
No. When I say I don't care, I don't. You know, you probably shouldn't do it. I just don't think it's that big of a deal unless he's actually trying to like mind fuck her in DMs, or he's like actually like leveraging his position as like an adult or an influencer or something like that. I think that those would be bad things. But if like some chick messages him and she's like, oh, I want to fuck you, blah blah blah, and she's like 17 or some shit, I don't give a fuck that much.
Really, dude? I'm not virtually lying. This is just like how I operate and how I've always seen it. I feel like the minute that like somebody that isn't of age acts inappropriately, I don't give a fuck. It's all hands off deck. GG.
Well, it probably wasn't all hands off deck for him because he probably wanted to fuck her.
Exactly. Which is why it's why I think it's a big deal. It's why I think it's a big deal, literally.
That he wanted because he wants to fuck her?
Oh, because It doesn't matter how it happened. I don't give a fuck. If somebody acted inappropriately or said something inappropriate, you get the fuck out. That's it. There should be
Well,
no
my
excuse
guess is
for
he didn't
staying,
get the fuck out because he probably wanted to fuck her. That's my assumption.
which is
He wanted to-
which is fucking terrible, to be honest. The fuck.
Oh, okay. I don't care that much. I don't fucking care. I don't think about it.
Well, really, explain that. Explain so I know
Okay.
more, so that if I come to the debate as somebody like you and I don't
Because
agree,
there's
I'm
literally
equipped.
no point. You should never debate this ever because everything having to do with consented sex is fucking cancer AIDS. But the question
is
would
cancer
be,
AIDS, I agree.
The
Continue.
question here's the question. Okay. Okay, are you ready? Let's say that a 17-year-old girl messages a 17-year-old dude, and then they meet up at TwitchCon, and they fuck. Did anything wrong happen there?
No. What?
Okay, answer that question. Did anything wrong happen there?
17, no.
Okay, let's say that she finds out afterwards that the guy was actually like 30. Did it like become wrong? Is something like really horrible now?
Okay, so, I'll explain it. So,
Okay.
one, yes, it's wrong,
Okay.
right? And,
I don't know. Tell me why. Yeah.
How you process and approach how wrong it is, right, is the key, most important part in all this. And here's why.
Yeah.
I think the closer you get into talking, you're gonna get a lot of hints in a lot of places that somebody is probably not a of age, somebody, you should apply caution. And sometimes you have to do some big turn off, boring ass shit. We have to ask a really fucking boring question, like, listen, like, are you of age? What age? And you have to just, and I think it's your responsibility to just flat out say it. A lot of people will defend people and say, dude, what are you gonna do? Card her? What are you gonna do? Oh, listen, man. Sometimes, if you haven't had a bunch of signs and you're not almost 100% sure, you definitely should make 100% sure you don't get it wrong. Because if you get it wrong, you're cooked.
Yeah, I understand. So without focusing on the how to prevent it part, the question would be like, what is the harm committed in one point, and what's the harm, and how is there no harm in the other one? That's what I'm curious.
Set on one.
So let's say 17-year-old girl, okay, goes to TwitchCon. She was chatting with some 17-year-old guy, and then she fucks him at TwitchCon, and then afterwards she goes home, okay? Let's say that in one world that's what happened, but in another world, let's say that she finds out like, oh god, that guy was like 25 or 30. Like, what is like the harm? What's the different results of these two worlds? What's the harm
report them because you're underage.
No, stop doing the legal shit. I'm just asking, what's the harm in one versus the other?
No, exactly. No, I'm not doing legal.
We just said report him to who? No. God? I'm sorry.
What?
Right, go ahead.
Report to the authorities? What are you talking about?
That's the legal cuck answer. I'm telling me, like, what is the harm in one versus the harm in the other?
As I tell you, because it is my belief, currently with my worldviews and everything, right, that if you're not of age, right, there's a reason why there's a legality behind it. Because you're not equipped, or society doesn't think, or science, or whatever the fuck, you're not equipped to make the correct decision, right? And other people can use that age gap.
Wait. Can I ask you, how is it that you're not equipped to make the decision to fuck somebody who's 25, but you are equipped to make the decision to fuck somebody who's 17?
Because that person could be deceiving you with tactics that they've learned through age, through different power dynamics, in order to get that sex out of you.
And a 17-year-old can't? You don't think a 17-year-old has ever been a fuckboy or lied to a chick before to get laid?
Not the same way that a guy that's 25 can.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so you've come to what I would say is my position. That's why I'm saying I would need to see logs. So typically, when you think about an older person and a younger person, so people's minds just go like, oh, it's bad because of the age, blah, blah, blah. But the reality is the reason why these are usually really bad is because the older person is using the fact that they're an older person as leverage.
Yes.
But this plays out in a certain way. So it might be that there's like some 17-year-old chick and the guy's like, oh, you should run away from your parents' home and like come hang out with me. Or, oh, like, I know you can't hang out anywhere. I've got my own place. Or, oh, I know you can't get around. I've got a car. Like, or, oh, you don't have a job. That's fine. Like, I can pay for everything, right? These are things that the older person has that they can leverage against the younger person. Like, and not just these things. There's a bunch of things like that they can leverage. Yes. This is why it's bad, though. I would argue that these types of things are bad regardless of age, but they are especially factors when it comes to minors. So I agree with that. But absent those things, that's why I'm saying go back to the example. 17-year-old talks to some dude, meets him at TwitchCon, they fuck, and then they go home, and then in one world she finds out, oh shit, that guy was 25. What's like the harm that's been...
Okay, the harm, okay, there's a lot of things that are intangible in human interaction and dialogue, right? And even though you don't know what you're doing and how you're doing it, right? When you're older, you're using tactics, you're doing things in dialogue, in non-verbal, right? That give you a severe advantage over somebody who isn't equipped to defend themselves against these tactics. That's just the basis of it.
What if the girl's leading the interactions? She DMs you and she's like, hey, we should meet at TwitchCon, let's fuck. You're like, yeah, sure.
That person isn't of age. They are not within to make that decision. They just
how can they? But they can make it with a 17-year-old, but not with a 25-year-old.
Because the person that's of age sets the playing field that's unfair. Somebody who isn't of age doesn't, in the eyes of society, the law.
I'm not asking about the eyes of society.
That person can't.
She's not equipped to make the proposition to a 25-year-old, but she is equipped to make the proposition to a 17-year-old. How? What's the difference?
Say that slower. Say it again.
We're saying that anytime we talk about a minor and a major, a minor and an adult picking up, we always get into things like, oh, well, when you're young, you don't understand the consequences, you don't understand, like, what the dynamics that could be at play, you don't understand ABC, all these things, right? Okay, but then why do they magically understand all those things when it's two 17-year-olds?
Okay, they don't. The thing that I'm trying to tell you, right, is that when somebody is of age, it's in my opinion that they can set and alter the playing field. The other person plays that playing field, right? If both are minors, they are both equally unskilled at doing so. Therefore, it's fair game. Does that make sense?
I mean, that makes it sound like that just sounds like such an insane world where we're saying like a 17-year-old and a 25-year-old couldn't hook up because the 25-year-old might be like using powers to rape her, but if she's with another 17-year-old, his ability to use powers to rape her is a bit less, so then that's always okay.
No,
like, how would she even be able to tell the difference?
Just don't. No, it's
okay.
Still don't do it.
Still don't do what? Hook up with anybody?
What? With an underage person?
No, I'm saying so like if you're a 17-year-old like fuckboy and other girls are gonna go hook up with you, like couldn't you mind fuck them like just as well? Like
yes, but I think it's fair game though. Like what?
Okay, I guess. I'm just saying this is why I don't care that much. Like there's a world where if some chick messages Dr. Disco, she's like, oh, let's go to TwitchCon, I want to fuck you, and he's like, oh, well, I don't know, when are you going? She's like, oh, I'm gonna be there in fucking January, blah blah blah. I got a hotel room. Let's meet. Let's fuck. I'm 17. You should say no for a variety of reasons. But he's like, ah, fuck it, let's do it. Like, her sending him those DMs, if they were to go through and hook up, versus her telling it to like a 17-year-old and they go hook up and then they part afterwards, like, oh, why the fuck do I care if versus one or the other? Like, there's a whole bunch of abstract theories, like, oh, well, he should know better, blah, blah, blah. But if you think about, like, harm to the girl, like, is she getting harmed more because one guy's older and one guy's not old? It just seems like...
Because, like I said, it's in my belief, right? That there's a reason why there's a legality standard.
Wait, it's not the legal... There's a... that's...
I'm not saying... Oh, legal.
Wait,
I think there's a reason.
Then appeal to the reason, not the legal part. Just appeal to the reason.
The reason is that they're probably mental, biological, like development stage facts and reason and studies that say in general, right? This is where we're gonna pinpoint this, right? And this is where it's fair game, and this is where it isn't. And it's they set a black and a white. And I think. It's why I say it's fair game. Because if both are under that threshold, whatever.
Yeah.
But if one is over, then they shouldn't use that against it. And even though they're not doing deliberately, they might do it unintentionally, which is still wrong.
Sure, I don't necessarily disagree with you. I think that like having a rule of thumb is fine. I think that where the age of consent is set at is probably fine. But what I'm saying is that like if you're asking me to care a lot about it, I just don't unless you show me some fucked up logs. Then I'm like, oh, that was pretty fucked up.
You know what?
Now I think it's really bad.
Okay, what would you think?
It would be like somebody saying like, oh, like this huge streamer fucked this like smaller streamer, like this is horrible. It's like, was it? I don't know. Show me logs. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Or like a streamer fucked a fan, or a celebrity fucked a dancer, or two people in it or whatever. I was like, was it really bad? I don't know. Maybe it might be. Show me logs. Like, let me see. Like, it might be really bad. It might not be bad. Yeah.
Then do you agree that the level of bad has to be much less if your if the person is underage? Then will you at least concede to that point that the level of wrongness of your logs does that to be that bad to be when it's to a minor than an adult?
I think it gets a little bit worse, but I think it's gonna. Yeah, a little bit, but it depends on like what you're hitting on. Like there are some things that would be really bad, and there are some things where it wouldn't make that much of a difference at all. So it just depends on what you're hitting on. So like, let's say for instance, the difference between like a 17-year-old and a 19-year-old. Okay, like. I don't know how, like, if he was like, oh, like, you're 19, like, blah, 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 versus like, oh my God, it's 17, like, this is so much worse than, like, at that point, I don't give a fuck. But if it was like with the 17-year-old, it's like, oh, like, you're not allowed to, like, get a hotel room because you're only 17, like, let me get it for you. And, like, he knows that, like, since I'm the only one that can get you that hotel room, you can't go anywhere else when you're at TwitchCon with me because you're a minor, like, you're completely, that's really bad, right? But we're looking at, like, particular actions that make something bad. Now, one might work better because she's a minor, but, like, in the fact that they're just, like, 2 years in difference in age, if he's not, like, doing weird shit like that, I don't like that.
Okay, then I feel like then me and you, I think, fundamentally disagree then, which is perfectly fine. You can have your opinion. Because I think that through my own development and through me becoming of older age, right? I noticed the amount of like power or tactic that you could gain, that you could use, right? It's not that I use them, but I am aware of my aptitude in dialogue, in nonverbal, and I see how you could use that power against somebody who's unaware of these tactics, and they could get rolled over. And I wouldn't want my child or my person or my kid who is unskilled or unapt to be rolled by somebody who is apt. I find that to be incredibly unfair, and that's why I think we should always have a black and white, super like this is just a no-no. And there's no
that's fine, but like this is the view that people have of like every like girl going off to college, is that you're gonna be around a bunch of like guys that are always trying to like take advantage of you and fuck you and rape you and shit. So like cover your drinks, make sure you don't accept drugs from strangers, don't be alone in place with guys. If you go out on a date, meet them in a public area first. If you're going to some place on Tinder, make sure you tell your friends where you're going. Like these are tips we give to everybody. They don't even have to be a minor for like these tips to be given out. Like people are gonna try to roll you all the time. It doesn't really matter if you're like a minor and they're an adult. Like there's all these types of things that are constantly at play. I mean.
Okay. Yes. Like I said, there's a bunch. I think this is my opinion. I think in the decision to say, oh yeah, of age and not of age is, on average, right? Experience, brain development, knowledge, whatever.
I'm not going to disagree. If you're talking on average, I'm always going to agree with you, of course. On average, somebody that has more money, somebody that's stronger, somebody that is older, somebody that, there's a ton of things like that. Yeah, on average, a person who is like a minor versus a person who's an adult is going to be at a disadvantage there. For averages, that's always going to be the case. Yeah.
Okay,
The risk of abuse is probably higher. The risk of manipulation is probably higher. The risk of the minor person not understanding the consequences of dealing with the older, yeah, that's on average, that's always true. That's why you have an age of consent. I think that's fine, yeah.
Yeah, so why do you agree with that? That, yeah, there should be like a black and white age of consent or whatever, but you don't agree on like enforcing it in the same severity.
I never said I don't agree on enforcing it.
Yeah,
you
I mean,
asked me how I felt about a particular
You say you don't care,
situation.
which means you wouldn't
I
enforce
said
it if
that
you were the police then.
I said that I don't care unless I see details. That fact alone isn't enough to make me care that much. I just don't really care that much. But if you give me more information, and I see, oh, there was some genuinely like crazy shit going on, or abusive stuff, or he was like being manipulative, then I would care. But just knowing that, I don't really give a fuck that much.
Wait. No, wait. Okay, hold on. You're kind of like the debate god, but on this one, you kind of lose here. I don't get it. How can you cannot hold both positions at the same time?
I absolutely can. Here's what I would tell you.
You cannot not care.
I generally, no. What I'm saying is
not care and say that you wouldn't enforce it. Like, did you leave?
No, I'm still here.
Oh. I'm just saying it. The fact that you care or not mean that you would enforce it or not. Or
what do you mean when you ask enforce it? If there's like a law that was broken, then the law should probably be enforced. Yeah, I would agree with that. Sure. I don't know if there was a law that was broken.
Then you care then.
Do okay. Then I guess I care. If me saying like laws should be enforced are things that should happen, then I guess I care.
Then why you said you don't care then?
I think with most people here, when I say do I care or not, it's like what is the level of outrage or what is the level of like moral conviction you have around a particular thing. In that sense, unless I say something more specific, I just don't care that much. I think statutory rape laws, I think, are pretty important. I think it's important to protect those. I think there's a really good reason why it's a strict liability crime. I think there's a really good reason why, and I think the state and every individual has an interest in protecting minors from being preyed upon by adults. So I think the laws and everything as written are good. I think they should be enforced as written. I think all of that is fine. But I just personally don't care that much, unless you show me like a greater harm committed.
I feel like you, okay, this is more of like a worldview thing. I think you should 100% care, like by default, when it's sex related. I feel like that's kind of the way I see it, right? Where like, you kind of have to, right? It's because it involves a lot of possible trauma, fucking intimacy. It's like at the core, I think sex is like pretty sacred, right? It's one of the most like kind of like touchy subject, or what would you say, like important part of yourself when it comes down to like not being breached. So I think we should enforce it like
sure.
as best we can.
Okay, sure. So here's like here's two situations. Okay, let's say that two people live like in kind of like a country area. They're the only two houses around. Let's say they're about a half mile from each other. One guy, he's a little bit over the legal limit, but he decides to drive home. Okay, it's a half-mile drive. He gets on the road. It's like an out there country access or whatever. He drives home, gets home. Let's say that in another scenario, let's say that a guy has to drive home, and he's a bit more intoxicated than the other dude, and he's got to drive through like a big city. Okay, both of these people are committing the same crime. Do you care more about one than the other, or do you think they're both equally bad because it's the exact same crime that both are breaking?
I care the same amount. Why?
Okay, but then that's fine. Then I guess. Yeah.
Why was I supposed to not say that?
No, you can say whatever you want. There's no supposed to anything. I'm asking you questions.
One is okay, yeah. So the parallels that and the examples that you would want to emulate with this analogy, right, would make sense. But the problem is that the specific and the semantic that is the most important is sexuality. You cannot make a comparison or some analogy about driving a fucking car to having sex with somebody. It's fucking brain dead. It's fucking retard
That's
thinking.
great. Okay, and that's great. And maybe you don't give a fuck about drunk drivers that fucking kill people, okay? Because you think that a 17-year-old getting fucked by a 23-year-old is like the worst fucking thing on the planet. But for other people, especially people who've like lost family members to drunk drivers, I think they would think that that's a really fucking big deal. So that's great if you don't care, but you think it's more important to find out if some fucking guy that wears a fake wig and a fake mustache is sending sexual messages to some fucking 17-year-old, okay? Maybe it's a really fucking big deal for you. Personally, I don't give a fuck. I would care more about the drunk driving thing, but I understand your opinion.
Okay, retard! The thing is, I didn't say that one is not important, right? I made the comparison. You made the comparison. You brought in drunk driving
Because what I'm
and
saying that
sexuality.
I'm saying that you can have two things that are like the same crime on paper, but the execution of both or the way they played out makes one thing a lot worse than the other, even if on paper it's like the same type of crime.
It's usually bad in my worldview, okay? Especially when you're talking on or whatever, to compare, right, death or bodily harm to like a lifetime of trauma or like and mental torment, right?
Because the lifetime of trauma and mental torment.
Yo, bitch ass pussy mother sucker.
Oh my god.
Okay. Then let's go then to worldviews. Then let's go back to the very founding blocks of life. And what do you think is worse, right? Being fucking mentally and physically tortured for a whole year or dying?
Are you dying at the end of the year?
Oh. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna die in a year, then that's just like strictly worse, right?
No, you would have a normal life, right?
Oh,
Okay.
after
But
1 year, you
at
say
one point I'm gonna kill you, but the other one is that you're gonna get tortured. What's worse?
Hold on, wait, I'm not. So in one, you can be tortured for a year, but then afterwards you're released, and then in the other, you're just killed instantly.
Yeah.
I guess it would probably depend on the type of torture, I guess.
So
but
now,
I imagine
okay,
there's
so now
probably-
you agree. Now you agree, right?
What?
That it's not a super science, and it's not very good to compare one to another directly as a false equivalency. You understand now? So driving.
Wait,
right?
hold on. I'm the one who said before that I would probably need like more details of a thing rather than to say something is like some absolute yes or no, right or wrong or whatever. I don't know why you're asking me the difference between torture and death. And you're trying to say you can't compare the two. You can compare the two. What do you?
No, you can't compare the two. You can't.
Of course you can. What do you mean you can't compare the two? I'll do it right now. Let's say that you've got two choices. In one world, I kill you instantly. In the other world, I'm going to torture you by every morning when you wake up, I'm going to punch you in the stomach, okay? And you have to endure that for a whole year. But then at the end of the year, you get to go on and live a normal life. Which one would you choose? Would you rather die now or get punched in the stomach every day for a year?
Well, you see, the punch, but that doesn't mean anything.
It is. It's a type of torture. You're having to endure pain that you can't respond to for a whole year.
Okay, then.
So see, look, we just compared two different things. See how we did that? See how we compared two different things? Wow, crazy
But
how
instead,
we did that.
But instead this time, instead of punching you, right? I put a small piece of wood in a splinter under your nails, right? And I make them expand and cause nerve damage throughout your entire day, every day for 10 years.
10 years now? Yeah, at some point, it's probably going to be so bad that I'll say, oh, I think I'd rather just die. Thank you. Yeah.
Do you think
There's probably a threshold.
Do you think that it's a healthy comparison?
Do I think that it's a healthy comparison?
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Believe it or not, people have to make this decision in the real world when it comes to end-of-life care. And you've got to consider things like hospice or euthanasia. Yes, how much suffering, or you have to consider, like, do I want to do certain forms of chemotherapy, or do I want to just die? Yeah, people have to make these decisions in real life.
Okay. How does this relate to